comrades, today is June 25, 2026, and the current time is 1917. Due to inclement weather, the Institute has begun resealing all exterior entry and exits to ensure long-term stability of our Institute's weatherproofing, and not at all because the gaskets were rotting due to mice eating at them. That concludes today's announcements.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Trust me, there's no school. The Winchester chimes are just the really cool way to do announcements, and that's the whole reason we use them. Anyways, how are all of you doing, comrades? The game should show up on the screen any second now. I think I did everything correctly. Hopefully. I think there's even volume, which is crazy. Oh, so I need to point out that if I sound weird, like my tongue is very mildly swollen. I don't know what happened, but the rear right part of my tongue, I might have bit on it, and so it's making it a little harder to talk than I normally would. So if I ever sound like I'm like slurring words or I'm talking weird, it's literally because of my tongue, and it's driving me a little crazy. Like I'm actively trying to make sure I don't bite my tongue while I'm talking, if that makes sense. It's very strange. It's very annoying, actually, so hopefully it's not going to last the whole stream. It probably will, but it is actually bothering me to the point where I'm like, oh man, maybe I shouldn't have streamed in the first place today, but I'm already here, so we'll continue. Maybe the solution is to take like some kind of mouth-numbing agent or something, but I'll survive, probably. Anyways, how are all of you doing? Gummers, Little Brony, and Hayashi, and Grimo, and Ray. Congrats to Ray for being first. Hey, look at this, it's Starsector, that one game that we play every now and again. I think this is probably quite frankly, this is probably the last stream for this colony run. I think I've accomplished most of everything that I've wanted to do in this current playthrough. We have a fairly large fleet of silly ships, including large quantities of super carriers and super battleships and other wacky things that we basically have like 6 capitals running around. Actually, no, we got like 7, 8 capitals in our fleet, which is a little absurd. We actually have, I think, way more than that, because like there's so many things in this colony that are just in this fleet that are just capital ships, and they just run over everything, and it's a little crazy. So it's just something to keep in mind, that I think I've kind of reached the more or less a good end state that I would be comfortable with for this run. And then when the next major patch comes out, which adds an extended mode, I would be a lot more excited to try that out. Now, unfortunately, that's not coming out for quite some time, but who knows, maybe the patch comes out way earlier than we anticipated, and then we'll play some of that. But until then, no, we're mostly running up towards like what I would say is a pretty good end state for the run. In case you're wondering what we've been up to, we, as part of the UAF, fully own the system of Taroa. We've got 3 different colonies, one which is a space station, and we got 2 that are what do you call it, and we've got one that's 2 actual planets, one that's terra and one that's water, and they actually make a lot of money. This is, have you ever played Mountain Blade or games similar to that? It's kind of not exactly like, you do have colonies like this, like here's one of our colonies, but really the main thing is you have a big old fleet of ships and you go basically adventuring. You want to be a trader, you can do that. You want to run your own empire, you can do that too. You want to go explore the mysteries of space in this sector, that's also an option. You have a lot of choices on how you may want to approach any given run, and that's kind of how I've been approaching this. Is kind of like a I'll just do what I feel like doing type deal. So we've mostly taken over this entire section. This game is not free. It is not on Steam. You have to buy it from the developer. My understanding is that when the 1.0 release comes out, which is eventually, maybe, it will eventually be available on what's it called, on Steam, but that is probably not for quite some time. So, you know, just kind of keep that in mind if you're looking for something to be doing. Yeah, it's like $20, although you can get a free code from if you look at the if you look at the video that Seth Sintak made for this game, you'll you'll be able to get a code on his video, which I guess will get you the game for free technically, but yeah, if you want to pay and support the developers, then that's an option too. We do need to figure out what I want to do because we have quests and I've kind of been ignoring a lot of the quests, so let's see. So we can either do the Ava quest line. We've already finished this Light of the Lake one. We could try to go all the way to the Alpha Marathon system. That seems like there's something mysterious over there. Also, our planet is apparently about to be invaded by the Perseian League, so we might also want to deal with that. It seems like the invasion fleet is probably outclassed. We are apparently at war with the Perseians, so we just kind of smack them around. And I think we've done basically all of the quests involving the UAF. Now we're gonna try to go visit the UAF a little bit just to see if there's any other fun quests that they have, but I've not been able to get this lingering echoes quest to trigger at some point. It says go to New Aurora. We've done that a bunch of times and nothing happens, so something's breaking and we'll just need to see what's going on with that. So look at our beautiful fleet. Look at that. We got so many ships. We got giant tankers, we've got giant beat sticks, we've got carriers that will let us just rip through everything. There's a lot of choices that you can do if you're willing to find what you want. This game is all about making your own adventure, technically. A lot of the new mods. This game is also like heavily moddable, so if you're ever into that type of thing, you have a lot of choices for what you want. For example, the game's not really anime themed, but me being me, I have chosen to make the game have a bajillion anime mods because I find that the most fun thing to do. Yeah, there's a lot of ways you can approach the game. Just kind of depends how you want. You can do a megacorp if you want. There's a lot of things. I know the other option that we could have done was Rimworld. I also kind of wanted to do a city builder, but I figured, well, let's just get through one more run of Starsector and kind of just, we can be done with the game and be free until the next major patch. How are you doing, Sea Opposer? You didn't miss too much right now. We're just kind of running around seeing if I can find any cool quests that we need to do, but there's not really much. Okay, maybe we just do this quest line. I'll offer Cillian Atlas for me. Okay, sure. Okay. Your job is to go to A102, pick up cash. If you pass on the ship offer, you pay for the completed task. Sure. Alright, we'll just do this quest here. I don't know what this one does, but I mean, we're just moving around over there. Okay, so we got some stuff that I don't really want, but that's okay. But some planet explorations had Rimworld vibes with your space trader. Yeah, actually, I was actually making a mod for this game at some point. I had two entire systems basically built out, and you can play in it, and a faction. But unfortunately, I kind of got stuck in the building the actual ships that people really care about when it comes to these mods, and so I didn't end up finishing it, which is a little tragic. Also, hello there, Elipod. Welcome aboard. Maybe one of these days I'll get around to finishing it, but making a mod is that's a lot of work, and knowing me, I tend to get very distracted by other things, and then I ultimately never end up finishing things because it's just like an unending curse of wanting to do something but not being able to actually finish it. It truly is one of the little unfortunate. All right, so we're gonna go to this quest. Oh shoot, I need to check their fleet. I think these new ships that we just got temporarily are like really slow. They kind of suck. Oh god. Speeds have yeah, they're really slow. Okay, I think what I can do though is I can probably just crank these off and then just grab in our speed logistics thingy, the augmented drive field, which just strip this out, dump in that. That's fine. Do that for the other ones as well. You don't need this. You just need augmented drive fields because I don't want to be slow. And then we'll do the same thing for the stupid one too. Yeah, I mean, eventually I'm sure it will be on Steam. It's just not on Steam right now because the devs basically said when it's done, it'll be on Steam, which quite frankly I think is fine. I think it's totally fine to just kind of let them take their time with this. Okay, so where am I dropping this thing off? Really far. I'm gonna need fuel. I think I can swing by Asconia. Let's see. Let's quickly we'll go back to our system, which is Taroa, and we'll grab some fuel. Yeah, I know RimWorld was kind of the same way too. We have a lot of people that play RimWorld, so God, I love RimWorld. Oh, shoot. Oh, because we're over max fleet size. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't want to... What if I just mothball it? Will it stop counting towards my capacity? I guess we'll find out. I'm not sure if mothballing it will prevent it from consuming more resources. See, the thing is with the RimWorld, I don't think anyone is ever truly good at RimWorld. You just keep trying and trying until you maybe suck less and less at it every single time you play through. So don't ever feel bad like, oh, I suck at the game. It's like, no, the game is just tough. You know, you're bound to lose, and that's fine. Accept defeat and just try again. Unless you want to just, you know, reload, and which is perfectly fine too. I've done that a bajillion times. Hello, Greywind, how are you? I don't want to carry these ships, but I have to. I gotta go to Crestfall. When's Armatura? I saw that there was like a new update, and I saw that the Armatura was on the Iron Lions video, right? I don't know when I'm gonna do Armatura. I know I have it installed, but it's not a thing that I'm like actively looking at maybe playing yet. Oh, gosh, I don't want to carry these. These things are such a waste. But the quest is like, you gotta do it. Maybe I'll store our other atlas for the time being. I gotta get this to below 800. How much is this worth? 4? I need to drop something else off. Maybe the small tanker. Okay, I think these... Okay, that's enough. Okay, so we have enough. That's fine. Your vile scum saver. Listen, save scumming is fine. As long as you're willing to admit, hey, that you save scum, there's nothing wrong with it. If you admit to your own faults, you're already more powerful than other players who play the game. I save scum on stream. Okay, we've all seen it. It may not be the proudest thing I've done, but I'm willing to admit that, yes, the great streamer before you, absolutely save scum while I'm playing the game live. I do want to do an Armatura run. Maybe at some point, like I said, this is probably the finale for this run particularly, which is not going to go out with a big bang. Maybe we'll go find something to kill that's worth our time, but I am kind of at the point where not much that I'm really interested in doing in this run, you know what I mean? Unless we want to get more SBR shenanigans, which is also a choice. Oh, wait. Oh, the invasion system's in our... Oh, we're being invaded. We gotta probably go save our system from the invaders. Hold on. I completely forgot. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, the invaders are here. We should probably go smack them silly. Alright, let's go commit a crime. They're going for Crestfall, so we gotta just make sure Crestfall's protected. Unless our allies have already gotten rid of it. Yeah, I'm hoping it's soon. I'm really excited to try out the extended mode. That's like the one thing I really want to try out, because I do agree that the game is really fast in the early game, and then it quickly devolves into how quickly can you just rapidly expand your military capabilities, which is fine, but I would like a little bit more of a slow-paced experience as well, and I think that's what I'm really excited for. I don't know what else is happening in that in that patch, but that's like the thing that I paid attention. That's what I got out of the... What's it called? Oh, shoot. Oh, hey, look, the enemies already got destroyed. I didn't even have to do anything. I'll salvage this thing. So that's kind of how I feel. I would definitely like to do the expanded mode. I think that'll be a lot of fun, and then everything else just kind of depends on what else is there. I think there's supposed to be some new endgame content as well. I'm just gonna knock these guys out real quick. All right, perfect. I love having more cool things that I loot off of the dead and dying. Isn't it great? I'm a vulture, literally. Let's go salvage that. All right. Probably more than enough stuff to salvage. We probably don't need to salvage anymore. Let's take all this. That's more vultures. That's fine. All right, let's skedaddle out of here. All right. Who knows? But anyways, how are you doing, Greywind? I know I think Whiskey streamed Starsector today too, or was like watching some of the videos. I think I tuned into her stream a little bit in the morning while I was doing other things, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Where am I going? A102, the nebula, which is probably near. Let's go that way. Hopefully we have enough fuel to get there. We definitely have enough supplies, I think, but our fuel cost with this fleet is insane. Like, we're burning through 114 fuel per day. Actually, insane amounts of stuff. Doing fine. Well, that's good to hear. I'm hoping everyone's doing fine. It is the last stream of the week, so we're able to just kind of, you know, relax and take it slow and enjoy some of the other finer things in life. Like me, who somehow managed to turn a $30 food order into $8 today, and I felt very proud about that. See, it's all about the small wins in life that you can try to get. That's how it is in Starsector. Gosh, I remember when I used to first play Starsector, I was like, I really did focus hard on being like a drug lord because that was the best way to make money, and now I'm just like, just do quests. You just make so much money and experience doing quests. Oh, you're ordering? I'm so sorry. Like, you've just chosen an awful time to order parts for a PC. I don't know if you saw, but basically everyone's like jacking up their prices. It's not just like the PC components, but like the console manufacturers. I don't know if you saw this, but oh shoot. Oh, pirates. Hello, I'm on a mission. So both pirates ready for the engagement. The larger ships in the fleet abruptly turns around and goes on max thrusters. The redhead is abandoning us. The opposing pirate captain says, kill those traitors. Okay, so I guess we're fighting this. Sure. Oh, okay. Are you building like straight up brand new build, or are you just buying like a? Are you buying a pre-build, or are you buying the parts to do the build? There's a lot of like random stuff here. These are, I don't know what faction is this. Is this actually a pirate ship? It's a pre-built. Got it. Well, I guess we're about to kill them. I don't remember which ship is mine. Oh, it's this one. Oh, I have the Megumin. Okay, well that's funny. I don't think we need that much. We'll send in the Nano, Hojinri, and we'll send the Krodisu, and then we'll send in a bunch of the smaller ships that don't eat up as much supplies, and we'll send in the Megumin. This is probably overkill for this, but that's fine. I think we'll just set the full assault, call it a day. All right, let's go kill some pirates. I got my my big boom ready to go. But yeah, around 1700, but you've been saving up for potential PC replacement. Hey, as long as you've been, it does suck. Honestly, like, it's not just the, like, I thought it was going to be just RAM, but nowadays even storage is stupid expensive, because I was looking at buying SD cards and portable SSDs for my photography, and even those are getting stupidly expensive too. I'm like, how is this tenable? It can't last that long forever. Oh, I forgot to auto set some stuff here. Ugh. Right before prices went up. Oh, so you're able to buy in before all the stuff went nutty. Yeah, like we're gonna be stuck like this for maybe another couple of years, is my guess. The Megumin has multiple weapons. The most important thing is that it's got a giant, it's got a built-in nuclear launcher. You'll understand soon enough when I find an enemy that I can throw this at. Eventually we'll find something that's worth blasting to Kingdom Come with this nuclear weapon. Let's kill this thing real quick. This thing's in my way, and it's annoying me. Oh, shoot. Okay. I'm trying to find... There we go. So that's my target. I'm trying to go for the big guy. Yeah, we got semi-breves and mini-breves. This thing is running all of them. It's got 2 mini-breves and 1 semi-breve ready to go. Except we're being, like, overloaded. So I'm just going to go point at this thing, and we're just going to fling a bunch of missiles that way, and then just kind of step away and let it do its thing. All right, biggest enemy threat completely eliminated. I love this stupid weapon. It's so fun just having access to this thing. God, I love it. Didn't even stand a chance. Yeah, that does suck that your GPU broke. Hopefully you get something that's not too bad, but $1,700 will probably get you like, what, a 3060? Maybe a 4060? I don't know if you're gonna get like any 50 series anything with that, but hey, you gotta work with what you got, right? I'm hoping my PC is just gonna be working forever, because I have a 5070. That's pretty good for like a $1,700 pre-build. That's kind of nutty, actually. Hello, son. Yeah, like I have to hope that my PC is just gonna last forever, because I've been using this thing to stream basically since 2020, and I have not had an upgrade since then. And I cannot justify buying an upgrade right now because I would have to buy new RAM. And I think 64 gigs of RAM would probably run me like $1,000. And then I have to buy a new CPU and a new motherboard. So just like that entire upgrade alone would probably run me like $2,000. I could keep everything else like the GPU and whatnot, but yeah, I believe I'm starting to get gated by my CPU rather than my GPU for like the tasks that I perform, which is kind of annoying. Yeah. All right, we did it. I guess we'll just kill them all. I'll just automatically kill them. Oh shoot. Your forces are able to recover some combat. Okay, so your sensors detect a very large ship in the other direction orbiting Atsrev. Since Mercallion told you to pick up a cache on one of the planets but didn't tell you which one it is, you'll probably need to have to visit both. You get the feeling that which one you visit will have implications so long you try to communicate first. Remember, you must annihilate these ambushers' fleet, even the Ox, in order to proceed with your mission. Okay, so we just gotta kill everything, I guess. Just gotta wait for that paycheck. Oh, trust me, I get it. Don't worry. It's all about the paychecks. Do we just chase him down? We didn't lose anything, right? I forgot to see if any of those ships I needed to recover. I don't think we lost a ship. No, we didn't lose anyone. Yeah, our fleet was too strong anyways. Where is the Megumin stat line? I need to quickly double check something. And that is, I just need to adjust the weapon groups. That's fine. Still waiting for your paycheck. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so there's 2 planets we gotta check. First, let's knock this fleet out. Can you die already? There we go. Let's see. Don't shoot. Look, maybe pirates only got a command ship. Please search this maniac's grass. How am I supposed to free you? Tell what the ambush was about first. Okay, sure. They can join us. I'm not sure how long they'll join us, but we'll see. God, my fleet's already too heavy now. I probably have to get rid of something. All right, welcome to Eridit. We're gonna scan it. We found, let's see. Shows no outpost. Okay, what we'll do is normal survey anyways. Okay, so we got nothing here, so we gotta go to the other one. While I'm carrying a super fat fleet that's eating up extra supplies and resources, which is annoying. God. But yeah. I mean, 2025 pre-builds are fine. I heard also like a lot of I heard recently that a lot of PC companies might stop making pre-builds because the cost to build them is just not, the profit margins are so tiny now because of RAM and storage. Like, I don't know if you saw, but Microsoft announced today that like, oh yeah, so anyways, we're gonna make the price of the Xbox go up by like another $100. And it's just like, hello? How can anyone afford this? Oh, we're done with the mission. Okay. So we're gonna make our way back to Taroa, which is gonna take a while, and hopefully we have enough supplies to get there. And like, even not even them too. It's like Apple also just announced like, hey, today the price of all of our MacBooks and iPads are going up by like $100. I'm like, even Apple can't escape the nightmare of the RAM-pocalypse and storage apocalypse and everything else. Like, I hate the price. For me, I hate that. Jesus Christ, this is so expensive to fly over there. I hate that even using like, what's the one I'm thinking of? That that micro SD cards are super expensive too. A few months ago, I bought a micro SD card for my Steam Deck, and it was like maybe $50 for like a 512 gigabyte. And then literally a week later, it jumped all the way up to like $100. And it's annoying for me because I'm a photographer and I need more memory cards so I can store more photos. And every time I keep looking at the price of these things, they just keep going up. And I'm like, I can't even find the ones that I normally use. So I normally use Samsung micro SD cards for everything that I do. I heard some people don't like them very much, but I plan on buying extras so I can have backup copies of my photos while I'm traveling. Let's go on this one. It's gonna be more 2000. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's gonna be really rough though. Let's go to Crestfall. We're gonna go back to the UAF planet and then we can maybe talk to them. I think they might have a quest for us. We'll see. But I need to unload some of this fleet. Okay, so we're gonna quickly unload some fleet. I do not need to carry these. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna take these two, and then I do not need. We have this comical sized abomination. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this thing. I don't know if we should use it. It's really big, but I don't think we need it. All an outsider. Heavy ballistics integration, specialized service bays, a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, I'm just gonna bench it, I think, for now. So we're gonna bench you. Definitely don't need this one or this one or this one. Probably don't need this one either. So we're down to 782. So this fleet's more or less at max capacity of what I'm comfortable carrying around with us. We do have this Inazuma cruiser, which I've been also meaning to kind of retrofit so that it can actually be used for combat here. So we're gonna just do that before I forget. Hey, here's a ship, and then I'm just gonna press the funny autofit button because I'm lazy. We'll do assault. Okay, so we've got Rotons with Inferno Mervs and Juno. Yeah, basically a lot of stuff here. That's fine as long as it moves fast enough at 9. Okay, and then we're gonna fit in. Who wants to be a? Let's see. Who wants to be a commander or an officer in our wonderful fleet? Waiting for the day all swords is subscription based. I don't think it'll ever happen, realistically. That's never gonna happen. People do love to have control over their own data, and I'm one of those people. I have to keep my own data with me. Like, my PC has like 6 hard drives installed, and I have a home server that's got like 8 hard drives installed in there. So I'm ready for anything. I'm ready for everything. Who's normally here that doesn't have a commander? Let's see. We got the Zlango, we got the Ray, we got all these other fine folks. Who do we normally have? We have a Zeoposer. Let's see, we have a Sun, we have a Xanth, we have do we have a Greywind? Probably, right? Yes. I don't know who. Okay, well, we'll figure out who this is gonna be. I don't want it to be an ugly looking dude though, so we're gonna give him anime reassignment surgery, and we're gonna turn this man into a beautiful anime girl, because this entire colony, this entire run is basically cute anime girls doing things. Why do I keep swapping to the maid outfit? I'm just gonna change this man into from gruff, ugly looking man to beautiful anime girl. God, I love those Zerby portraits. They're so good. I refuse to rewind my toggles. That's also true. I mean, I know that's true, but I'd have to get called out like that. Hello, Anna, how are you doing? All right, let's go kidnap some of our fuel from our stockpile, and probably kidnap like most of our supply stockpile as well. It's gonna cost us a bajillion dollars to do this, but that's fine. And then we're just gonna, I don't know, drop this off here. Okay. Oh, we also have to update our colony, because I have all these things that are meant to make our stuff even better. I don't know if any of these can actually be used. Let's see. Yeah, we have subsidized farming. We can upgrade our ground defenses to heavy batteries, which is fine, because I doubt we're ever going to get attacked. Oh, here. We can install a combat drone replicator to increase our defenses. And we have a black site. We have a military base, which we can also upgrade to a high command. The comp station we could upgrade. Yeah, we can't really upgrade most of these. That's fine. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, because I've been meaning to do this, I'm going to see if I can get to this new Aurora quest line. I think it might have been just denied. We weren't able to do it for a while because of the ridiculous other thing that was going on, that stupid bar quest. So now that that's solved, we can kind of keep going and explore. Oh my gosh. This tongue thing is driving me crazy. Anyways, I think, so one thing also, before I forget, I think I mentioned this before, but Monday, when I normally would stream, I am not, because I am busy with life things. So, as an FYI, RimWorld will be Tuesday instead of Monday next week. I know, so it sounds a little scandalous, but it's the way it's gotta be. And so just keep that in mind. If you're wondering where I went, it's literally because I have family things to attend to. And then we'll do Fire Emblem on Wednesday, and then I'll do something different that's not Starsector or Rimworld or any of the other stuff I normally do on Thursday. I think that'll be a good way to maybe have a bit of variety. Yeah, I'm abandoning everyone to do things like enjoying family time. Crazy. I know, right? What a strange concept. Who is this person I'm supposed to talk to for this quest line? Do they just not exist? Wanted the highest rank. Is there just like no one? I don't understand. Okay, so hold on. Here's the thing that's confusing me, right? Go to the bar on New Aurora for more information with the lingering echoes. I'm literally at the bar on New Aurora and there's nothing going on there. So that is a little concerning. We've already maxed out our commission, which is fine too. So I don't know if it just doesn't work anymore or I must have missed something. It's a little tragic, but I can't really do much about that, I guess. Yeah, I'm probably gonna wait for the next Starsector run for the new patch, so it's gonna be a while. You know, you never know when it's gonna be ready. I guess we can go talk to Nia Aurora and do that. How would I need more rep? Let's go. Let's see. Did I miss something? Oh, is it really the rep thing? That's super weird. Oh, let's go to the other one. Let's go to this plan. Maybe this one's got something for us. Maybe Lunaman's got something. He's an operative. Yeah, I'll hire an operative. Yeah, come on board, buddy. Okay. Vengeful Crow Man. Yes, I got a quest. All right. Harder than the average bounty. Sure. Show me the suspicious target. 50 light years from here in the Gamma Calico system, there is something going on over there, and we got to go kill it, and we get $1 bajillion for doing it. Sure. I'm not going to question it. All right. Let's do that, and let's just buy a bunch of fuel so we can actually get there and back. Otherwise, we will be stuck, and that would be very not fun. Buy every ounce of fuel that I can get my grubby hands on, and we should be fine. All right, let's go do this quest. I think there's something else we can also do while we're hanging around here, so we gotta go to... Okay, so first of all, this man is an operative, and I'm gonna assign him to deal with some of the people that we're dealing with. So we're gonna have him go to Taroa on Crestfall and just have him vibe there. Okay, and then I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this other quest that I just accepted. Talk to Alexandra. Okay, we could also talk to Alexandra. We've already talked to her. I guess we're just gonna go in this general direction. There's a lot of things there that I want to do. We also got to get rid of this anonymous fleet. So why don't we do this? We're going to hit up... Let's see. Let's go to Torgar first. Do this Abyssal Array. And then we're going to go over here to Gamma Calico. And then we'll loop back down to Alpha Marathon. I think that's probably the best routing that I have. But before we go, we need to make sure we have all the fuel that we can purchase. Because it's going to be a long journey. And I want to make sure we're ready. We'll also go to Nova Drive, I think, or Vermilion Station. We'll go buy stuff there. I forgot Vermilion Station is kind of its own thing that's independent. It's really weird. Yeah, I guess because it's technically a neutral zone, I could talk to them. Oh yeah, I forgot she's got work for us too. What's your favorite snack? Offer gifts. Doesn't have anything else for me. Oh, I guess I gotta get her to like us more by feeding her more gifts. I could feed her a key card. No, it's not really worth it. I kind of want to keep my key cards actually. All right, we might need to give her more food at some point. All right, let's just go to... Oh wait, let's go shopping real fast. Shop. I want to buy more fuel, more supplies. That should be fine. All right. Maybe I do need another fuel tank or fuel ship. I don't really want to bring another fuel ship because they're kind of expensive to maintain when I've already got all this other stuff to handle, so we'll see. But anyways, yeah. Stuff is just getting expensive and it does kind of suck, but what are you gonna do? It's kind of why I did buy a bunch of electronics that I probably didn't necessarily need, but I was like, I don't really want to not have it when I do eventually want it and the prices are going up. Like, even cameras are getting expensive. My camera that I bought it near new for about $625 back in March, and I think used, like, secondhand ones were kind of going for like $450-ish, maybe $500-ish on eBay. And then I checked eBay today out of curiosity because the lens that I bought was going up in price, and apparently the camera themselves are going up in price too, to the point where now it's almost like, yeah, I think you're almost looking at like almost $550 to $600 for like a used version of my camera. I'm like, this is insane. Who knew that even cameras could not escape the ridiculous cost increases of modern electronics? Ugh. Maybe one day we'll all be free. Give it like maybe another, I don't know, 20, 30 if we're lucky. We could go in here, but I'm not going to do that. We're just going to go this way. This will be fine. It's not just that too. I also saw that like Microsoft in general just like cutting so much costs. Kind of sucks. I already got the main outfit for you, so I guess I'll keep this on. I don't know if anyone here plays like Bungie anything like Destiny and whatnot, but I saw that Bungie was like, oh yes, anyways, we're laying off like 30% of our workforce. And I'm just like, oh jeez, that sucks. My friend was trying to like say Marathon's a good game, and I'm like, maybe I'll play Marathon if they ever add PvE, but I literally have zero intention of playing Marathon if it's a PvP game. We really are getting priced out of our hobbies, and it sucks. Okay, so we gotta go drop off a thingy. Go to the sensor array in the system, which is somewhere here. Okay, that's fine. You played Destiny 1. How was it? Was it any good? Did you enjoy it? Remember, I have no context on the quality of Destiny, so it's not a game I've ever really played, nor is it a game I really have any intention of playing. I do have Destiny 2 as a free thing that I received from Humble Bundle, but I don't know. Looter shooters, I think I would have really enjoyed in college. As a working adult with limited time, I don't think looter shooters are a thing that I am terribly interested in any meaningful way whatsoever. Which is a shame, because I think it does have potential to be a fun game. Like, I used to enjoy Diablo until, you know, Blizzard does Blizzard things and Diablo just kind of becomes weird. So it's a little tragic. I really do enjoy Diablo, but it's been so long since I bothered playing Diablo. It's like, why bother nowadays? There is like nothing of note on any of these planets. All right, we'll go to that thing. Like Diablo 4, I heard was like really good. I also would have really enjoyed Path of Exile back in college, but yeah, that's a lot to ask for. All right, here's the thing that they wanted. Sure, what are we looking at? There's a bunch of data. We've already done this before. Find the nameless rock. Sure. Let's go to these other rocks here. And things like that. But yeah, we really are getting priced out of our hobbies. It's insane. Hopefully one day, I'm sure one day it'll ultimately come crashing down, and by then, you know, maybe everything will be fine, but assuming they don't take the whole economy with it. But I'm not going to get into that. We don't really get into super deep conversation topics like that. Hello, Psycho, how are you doing? I don't know, let's go touch this little rock here. Oh, ruins. I do like my ruins. Oh, there's a thing. All right, we'll go kill these real quick. Because this is only we get research data anyways. We'll just grab these. I don't want to grab all the capitals. We'll just grab a bunch of cruisers, and we'll send the Megamine in. Probably more than enough. Just full send it. All right. There we go. We should be able to move a little faster. This thing is still stupidly slow. Brain mush. I assume your brain is mush from too many work-related things, right? And school. I know you've been busy with school and work. The joys of being employed, but also in education. Don't worry. I know that feeling. I used to be in that field too. Not in your work field, but I mean, I was at some point both employed and in education. And it was... I definitely would not have been able to be a VTuber at that point. I don't think I would have been able to stream, honestly, if I was in college. Like, this... College just eats up a lot of your time. And on top of that, I took basically only evening classes because I hated going to class during the day. I was much more of a better person just being in a class in evening time. So during my master's program, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna take everything that's like evening, and it was great. I enjoyed that. Oh, there they are. That's a pretty nasty fleet size, isn't it? Oh, okay, the ghost is here now. Great. Okay. Always a stupid ghost that's just here to ruin our day. Alright, I don't want to approach too fast, but if I can get close enough, I can probably fling the missiles. Oh, Jesus, teleporting. Oh. Kind of nasty. Now, their missiles can't really do much to us either. Pretty sure if I just fling these are the mini breeze just die instantly. Yeah, the mini breeze collapse instantly. Pull back. Oh my gosh, that is a lot of damage. I think my fling this in here is gonna succeed. I'm kind of curious if they're gonna be able to shoot it down. Oh, they didn't. Okay, well, there they go. Yeah, no, we're still doing the haunted run. I mean, we've completed the haunted run technically. It's just, you know, we just kind of reloaded because I didn't want to just end the run. I guess we could go to that area and call the run finished over there and essentially accomplish the true ending of our magical adventure. Goodness gracious. I can fling these over there. Okay, there we go. We got a few of the mini breeze connecting. It's not enough to kill him, which is annoying, and I am needing to purge. I need to vent. Yeah, I think we might do that as a proper send-off. We'll just like, all right, well, I'm not going to reread the dialogue, but we'll just go like, yep. So anyways, I jumped off of, I entered the void and became one part of the amalgamation, and thus our story has ended. And then when we do the next run, maybe we'll do a ghost run or whatever it's called. Wait, are we actually getting retirement options in the next patch? That's actually kind of sick. That's actually kind of sick. Okay, let's just speed up this fight. This fight's basically done. There we go. What's left? Oh my gosh, there's like a 1 left over there. Goodness gracious. Alright, speed it up. Let's go chase it down. Come on. Can't be that hard to kill this one person. Alright, there we go. Oh, it's part of extended mode. Really interesting. Like I said, extended mode is like the one thing I'm really excited about in the new content patch whenever that comes out. Okay. Send a salvage team, get through the salvage, get our research data, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And then I think we can survey everything here now. Alpha Calico. We have not surveyed everything here. There's still something I haven't surveyed yet. No, I did survey everything. All right, we're gonna skedaddle out of here. Oh wait, we're over here. That's right. All right, off to Gamma Calico to target the mysterious autonomous fleet. I'm sure that'll be a perfectly normal adventure for us to undertake and hopefully not explode and die. There's a thing here. What is this? Salvage a tank. I don't really want to take care of that. That's fine. If I got fuel, I got fuel. Found out you've been collecting free minis from a company that realized because apparently finding more since you bought a castle turtle years back. Oh, so like you just have like the STLs that you can just use for free? They just like, oh yeah, since you've been here forever, enjoy your giant stockpile of cool new toys to print. Wait, oh, it's got a soft cap of 20. Wait, really? Why? What's the soft cap do? Do you just like start to run into more issues if you... What? Why is there a soft cap? I don't get it. We're gonna ride the wave. Oh yeah, look at that. We're just riding along. All right, and then we can... Oh, that's a thing. Gonna chase us? Probably not. Wow, wait, look at that. This will just lead us right there. Perfect. I love it when these wonderful slipstreams just kind of take us where I need to go. Great. Oh, get back in there. Get back in the slipstream. Okay. And let's just haul over there. That's me every time I was like subscribed to this guy's Patreon for like RPG books for like a long time, and I completely forgot that I've been subscribed to him, and I'll just be like, I'll get a message every now and again like, anyways, hey, look, a new book, would you like to go download it? I'm like, oh, sure, I like free books. Okay, let's go survey this thing. Oh, because I guess 25 years is kind of like the length for your average career. That's kind of interesting that they're forcing a maximum length of play with a soft cap. Can you hand off as like a new game plus to one of your captains, or is that not a thing? I think this is the thing we're trying to fight, whatever this is. All right, let's go fight a thing again. I'm curious what this thing is going to be. Look at that spooky ghost. All right, the Auroran fleet manages to prevent you from disengaging. We may not be nice for the queen. All right, he's fighting for the queen, except he's not really fighting for the queen because we've been ordered to kill him. So, what a shame. Oh, it really is just the end game. Okay, that's a little disappointing. I was hoping extended mode wouldn't be like that, but I mean, I guess that's fine. You know, I kind of want to try the Inazuma. I'm not going to bring the Megumin. I want to try a different ship. That's why we have the spare. We have a lot of spares that I can kind of just hop into and give it a shot. I'm just going to full assault everyone. Okay, is this the one I'm in? Oh, whoops. I did not mean to get into this one. I meant to be in this one. All right, Ray can have her ship back. I want this one. All right, this one's a little faster. We've got MIRV launchers, and apparently these things do shoot kind of quickly. We have a lot of autocannons. Oh, that is actually kind of nasty. Okay. All right, let's go deal with this, unless they've already died because our fleet is just way too far. Like, we've reached the point where our fleet is just so busted that a lot, again, that's kind of the reason why I'm like, this run is kind of done. Like, we've already reached end state. And it's kind of like my biggest issue right now with Starsector is that it is kind of easy to get to this point. Obviously, you can kind of do all the quest lines if you want, but only so much questing you can do. Yeah, this poor guy's probably going to just get run over because we have a lot of guns flinging at him. Just got to keep running him down, even if he's a ghost. Oh, we did actually lose the Mika. That's interesting. Oh, shoot. Let's go back a little bit. Okay. Fire another Inferno. And then just kind of purge all of this. Look at our bomber, little small fleet going in there. Yeah, I love to see it. Perfect. We'll just burn it down. So, but yeah, I'll have to see how the new patch ultimately handles itself. But I would be interested in trying it out ultimately. Maybe if Armatura is updated, we'll do an Armatura run with it. Comlink, it's trying to disengage. There's like 2 left. I guess we'll just hunt them down. Not really point to sending more than necessary. Okay, I want my ship back. Thank you. And we'll take all this. There's like 2 dudes. We did it. We defeated the anomalous thing, and we got our confectionery coins because, of course, we get funny, you know, Auroran fun bucks. Okay, I guess we just finish exploring the rest of the system, and then we'll skedaddle out of here. There's not really a point to staying here. Because it was all ghosts, essentially. We were fighting spooky ghosts that aren't really meant to be here. Ooh, crazy. How original space ghosts. Ooh, there's a probe here. I have to fight this manually? Alright, fine. This fight's easy enough that I don't really want to focus too much on it, so I'm just gonna send everything full assault. We're just gonna speed, you know, quadruple it from up here, and we can just watch as our fleet just kind of rips it apart. And considering it's just a lot of small things, it shouldn't be that big of an issue. The carriers themselves just rip through most threats that we run into, which is kind of disgusting. There we go. Look at that. Look at how easily they fell. We didn't lose a single one. It's all weak. They're all just weak. Okay. Speaking of STLs and stuff, I really should start using my 3D printer more often. I haven't printed anything in like a week. I feel kind of bad. And I was like, oh yeah, I should. There's a couple things I've been meaning to print, like desk organization things. And I just been like, I'll do it. And then I just forget. I think it's also because like I try to print when I'm not at home, because I tried printing when I'm at home, I was like, oh, it's just gonna be loud and annoying, it's in the way. So I try to do it when I'm out and about anyways for like extended periods of time, so I don't have to like listen to it. Like I used to have I think I had the printer running a few times while I was streaming, and I just did not like having it do that. I tried to avoid that. Oh, more defenses, sure. Oh, I have to do this manually again. All right. Okay, deploy these. Once again, full assault, max speed, go. Alright, let's see how quickly it takes for them to delete it. I think Ava's in one of them, and she's just kind of ripping and tearing because she's in one of the mecha suits as well. Everything else just kind of dies. We didn't lose a single thing. Their entire fleet's just exploding. Yeah, who would have guessed? Crazy. Can I take the maid outfit off? I think I can now. I think I'm legally allowed to remove this. Let's do this. Come on. Okay, let's see what we got. I'm more interested in having more gamma cores, which is fine. And then salvage the rest of this stuff, which is fine too. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay. Since we're already up here, there is one more quest I'd like to do. So we're going to go down to Alpha Marathon and go investigate the Alpha Marathon system. And as part of the promise, whatever that means, who knows? So. Oh, shoot, there's a thing in there. Oh, hello. Wait, what is this? What is this thing? A fish kill a close support super heavy carrier. What is this thing? Huge and lumbering, the fish kill is able to flood the field with fighters and missiles, however lacks the ability to properly defend against threats. What is this abomination? This thing has 6 fighter bays. Holy moly. I don't think I can justify taking this at all. It's not really worth it. 40 deployment points for just another wacky carrier. I mean, its benefit is that it's got a lot of hull integrity and shield, and flux capacity is kind of fun, but I don't think I need this. It's a junker ship. I don't need it. No, we'll just salvage it. I don't really care enough. I'm pretty happy with our nice looking fleet. No, I've not done a lot of the Secrets of the Frontier content. I mean, in the previous runs we did, like when we did the whole Abyssal run, got 2 resin printers in the tool shop now. Not really sure what to do with them, but they have some metric divider printing tool card right now. You should print out more D&D things. That's the solution. Just print out more miniatures for your favorite tabletop game. I kind of wish I had the STLs to see if I could print Trench Crusade off of my 3D printer, but I have no idea if I can. I've tried printing miniatures off of my 3D printer. It's actually really fun to try because I'm using a 0.4mm nozzle. I could install the 0.2 one, but I'm a little lazy. But if I did, I could probably print some really, really nice miniatures. Yeah. All right, let's go here. All right, welcome to Alpha Marathon. I don't know why we're here, but the quest and plot demand that we are here. Also, I think our colonies are getting a little bigger. Let's quickly just fix that real quick. How's our planets going? We are here to order some work here. Corlane still does not make that much money, so unsurprisingly, due to the ludic cells causing problems and the fact that we don't have enough organs, apparently. Also, apparently we're over exceeding by one industry, which is kind of annoying. But since our stability is so high, it doesn't really matter, and we could probably just keep the stability going higher if we just keep feeding it more stuff. But for now, maybe we don't. Aquaculture, we can upgrade to fishing industries. Interesting. Not the worst idea. We'd make so much food here. We're already making 7. What if we export even more? Not sure how working through your mini backlog on company machines would be considered an appropriate use of company resources. You see, no, what it is called calibrating the machines using self-sourced files that you have vetted for integrity and for machine testing capabilities. See, that's it's all about how you word it. If you word it the right way, you'll be fine. So just word it the correct way and you'll be Gucci, as the kids say. All right, let's finish this plot line here. There's a lot of probes. Salvage this stupid thing. Oh wow, that's a really nice planet. It's a full oh my gosh, wait, this planet's crazy. Abundant organics, bountiful farmland, high gravity, and kind of sucks, but even then, this is a really nice planet. Anything in, oh, I forgot the Steam sale was going on. Oh, you know what is actually interesting that I'm half considering getting? Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm a huge fan of life sim games, and the Paralives has come out and is apparently on sale now, which is really funny, and I'm half considering giving it a shot. No. What do you mean? There's nothing wrong with that. I like life sim games. I like playing The Sims. I haven't played The Sims in forever because I don't like EA. But Paralives is like an indie life sim that people have been looking forward to for quite some time, and it went into early access recently after like so many years in development, and I looked at it and I'm like, this actually doesn't look that bad. And it's already like 20% off, so I'm like, maybe I'll consider giving it a shot. It's like maybe $30 now. I'm like, for an indie game, sure, we'll see. A cruiser-sized starship sending out short-range distress signals and has signs of severe battle damage. Okay. You open a comm link. You order that a comm link with the ship be requested. A small ping as the request goes through, and before you can mentally process it, another arrives. Accepted. The feed begins to twist, the green glow forming. The glow forms several solid pieces, which snap together into a digital persona. There is a momentary silence, soon broken by several warnings as your ship's automated comsec reports several intrusions. Your comms officer immediately begins barking orders to have this resolved. Who are you? I am me. Battle Brothers. I can wholeheartedly recommend Battle Brothers. Battle Brothers is a fantastic game. It is probably one of those that I've actually just casually dropped like 100 hours into before I even realized that it is a really good game. I know Immortal plays it quite a bit, so if you ever have questions, you can ask them about it, but I recommend Battle Brothers. Just get the complete edition. I've streamed it before. I could stream it again. The bridge suddenly lights up, playing back a short recording. You're invited to watch as Hammerhead class unloads an excessive number of harpoon missiles into a drone ship, transforming into a brilliant spark of light. Okay. I need you to find Sierra and rescue her. Oh, I think we've done this plotline. Yeah, I think we did this plotline in the previous run. Yeah, so it's the whole Sierra quest line, which we've done previously. Now, we don't have Sierra, but we got... wait, don't we have... Yeah, we have Inky Echo Nightingale. Yeah, I think this, we've done this plot line before. So now we're being tasked to go save Sierra from the research station, which is somewhere here, probably. So we gotta find it, which my guess is probably over here on this other rocky metallic... What's the orb? Is it one of those darn incremental games? The orb game. Is it called All Hail the Orb? Is this actually the game? God, it is an incremental game. God, I probably will buy this unironically. I'm a sucker for incremental games. Skinner boxes, all of them. But I enjoy them way too much. Wait, Orb of Creation? Orb of Creation. Okay, that's a whole different game then. Never mind. It is an incremental game too. All right. $12 for an incremental game's a little rough. Yeah, that's a little rough. I don't know. I'll think about it. Salvage the operations. There's not much here. Oh, wait, there we go. The anomalous station. All right, let's go here. A dilapidated research station drifting in a semi-stable orbit. Electromagnetic signals can be detected emanating from a core segment in a rhythmic fashion, bringing to mind a repeating distress call. I don't know. I do like pondering my orb. I love my orbs. As your fleet moves in, new energy signatures are detected. Transfer... Okay, wow, it's just a bunch of... Alright, we don't really need this much for this fight. We'll send in, like, maybe 200 worth of ships, 260 worth full assault. We'll just... You know what? I will take the Rillaroo for this fight. Why not? Let's get in there. Why don't we get some fun and enjoy some little chaos ourselves, right? I like having fun. Oh my gosh, we're getting blasted by electricity again. There we go, just kind of fling this over there. Maybe fling a few missiles at that bad boy. Whatever we can fire at it. Alright, like I said, I'm a sucker for incremental games. If it's a good incremental game, I could see myself playing it for a long time. Like, on my phone, I'm addicted to this stupid one called Idle Obelisk Miner, and I'm pretty sure I've been playing this thing for, like, over, like, I don't know, like half a year at this point. It's just weirdly addictive to just see funny number go up. It's a lot slower than a lot of other incremental games I've played, but that's perfectly fine. It gives you, like, a long-term sense of progression. Plus, I only check it, like, once every, I don't know, a couple hours for, like, a minute, and then call it a day. Are gacha games incremental games too? Because you have to slowly build your characters up? Oh, someone probably would say that. Which is probably a curse thing. Wow, look at that. We got geared lightning guns. Cool. Take that. Alright, it's the vendors. Mere scrap and dust, your salvage crews tear into the abandoned research station's holds looking for useful cargo, left behind blueprints and the station's prisoner. In the end, finding her is not an especially arduous hunt. A jumble of incoherent signals and emissions are cast out in every direction, eventually pinpointed to a room at the station's heart, whose walls give off a magnetic field strong enough to cause significant interference with electronics. Returning with well-shielded equipment, the chamber is pried open to reveal a round chamber lined with dilapidated insulation. Fastened to the floor is the large AI core of an unfamiliar design, concealed by a shining silver housing, its cables splayed uselessly across the room. Faded writing on its surface, Sierra 0B. The core's restraints are burned through and removed, and the core placed into a sealed and shielded container that just brings about inconvenience of its magnetic field to manageable levels. It is carefully added to the hull, and your salvage crews go for a second round in case anything's been missed. Okay, we'll loot the rest of the station, and what is that thing? The sidekick is a submachine gun for capital class warships. Okay, wait, what? Fires 600 rounds a minute. 50, okay. Interesting. A murdery cast beam, some guns, some other stuff. A new blueprint, which I'm always going to take more blueprints. I will never say no to more blueprints. As long as you're having fun pondering your orb, I'm not here to question your orb obsession. It's just like the cube. Everyone loves the cube. Oh, it's also good. Look at this one. Oh, wait. Okay, so we've woken up Sierra. We've already done this before, so I'm not going to reread it again. So we're just going to do the dialogue. Okay, so she joins us on our quest line. That's fine. I think last time I gave her the voice, like an Australian type voice or British voice. I basically modeled her voice after Tracer from Overwatch. We're not going to do that this time around, mostly because I would probably go insane. All right. We've done the thing for him. Thank you very much. Okay. Got the Courser protocol. Okay, so we have a new member of our fleet. So now we've got another AI core, basically. We've got Inky Echo Nightmare, but now we have Inky is using the song list, and now we've got, sorry, I meant British. I meant British. And now we got the Void Watch featuring Sierra. And I think she's got a new ability too that I was paying. I think Inky got a new ability, or at least the song list did. Let's see. I know it got something new. It might be attached to Songless or to Inky. Yeah, no, I made a mistake. I make honest mistakes with remembering what thing people are. Well, that's a lot of things here. Holy cow, we're just gonna salvage everything here real quick. I should get Inky a can Inky use a UAF automata ship? Is that a thing? Let's go salvage all these things. I don't really care about half of these. Like, who needs a mud skipper? Not us, not I. Both of them. Okay, should I? Wait, is Inky a girl? I can't tell if Inky was a girl or a guy. I'm just kind of making guesses. I think everything's surveyed here. Okay, there's a gate. Okay. An AI core. Well, you know what? AI cores are allowed to have genders too. Just because they're an AI doesn't mean they're not allowed to have concepts like gender identity if they so choose to have one. Why do you think in anime every every anime robot girl wants to be a cute anime girl because they know it's less threatening than being an anime boy. If they're an anime girl, they can be like, oh, I'm just an innocent anime girl. I am harmless. If they're an anime guy, it's like Terminator. Want to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. We want to kill everything. Oh, she brings electronic warfare. Okay, interesting. Talk about Microsoft being the reason for the RAM price increase. I don't know if Microsoft is the cause. Okay, so it's more like what's happening right now for the RAM price increase is that Micron. It's not Microsoft, Micron. Micron is a company that produces things like that, essentially. And one of the things that they basically said and announced today is that they had managed to... Oh, shoot. Whoa! What is this? That's a lot of AI swarms. Oh, is this a bad system to be in? Could I fight that? I mean, I might be able to fight that. Welcome to mess. And so what they did was that they announced that they had signed, I think, like $100 billion worth of guaranteed future purchases from like 14 different companies for their products. So imagine if, because here's the thing too, like, right? So if a company like, say, that makes RAM modules like Micron ramps up production, but then the AI bubble crashes, then they have like all this excess capacity, but they even if they sell all the products, they're not really making any profit off of it because the price of everything drops so rapidly. So what they've done instead is that they basically force these companies into, we will guarantee you X amount of modules for like this length of time, but you have to pay at the price that we're setting now, and you cannot back out of it unless you want to pay huge penalties. That's essentially what's happening. So part of the problem too is that this is very similar to, I don't know if there was an event a long time ago that was like the RAM cartel scandal, and it's very similar. It's not exactly what's going on right now, but a lot of people are kind of likening it to that event, where back in the day, Micron, Samsung, and a bunch of other companies were basically caught colluding the price and fixing the price of RAM so they can make a ton of money, right? If you don't know, price fixing is very much illegal, but right now, whether or not price fixing antitrust laws are going to be enforced is kind of up in the air due to certain things I'm not going to get into. So it is something that's like a little bit worrisome when it comes to, you know, current technology like outputs that we need. Like we need RAM for just generic computer parts, and it's becoming an issue for anyone to get their hands on it. It's getting a little ridiculous. So, you know, it's just something to keep in mind. It's very rough, which it's quite tragic. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I'm of the opinion. Oh gosh, this fight is so slow. It's so laggy. So that's basically what's happening. So Micron basically guaranteed. That's why their stock price jumped up like some 20% today, because everyone basically, all these companies basically said, yeah, we're guaranteed we'll buy your stuff. And Micron's like, all right, cool. Inky expresses as female, just like Saren's. Okay, got it. We need more nukes. We probably do. A lot of our ships are actually dying, because this enemy fight is actually way more intense than I thought. I'm actually gonna call in. I'm gonna call in the Megumin, I think. Did we already call in the Megumin? I might have already called in the Megumin. No, I didn't. All right, we're gonna swap to the Megumin. All right, and then swap over there. Yeah, a lot of our ships are already getting deleted just because there's, again, too many things, and we only have so many small ships that are capable of fighting. Let me drink my water. So yeah, it's rough out there for anyone who likes PC stuff, which again is basically all of us, right? Of your missile boat holes, hopefully. I don't know which one is yours. Yeah, just keep an eye on the log up there, and if you know your ship is exploded, then you'll just have to pay attention to, oh look, your ship exploded. Now we're sending another ship in. I don't want to send anything else unless I really need to, but I may need to send in more. Alright, we're gonna send in a few more ships. This fight's actually way harder than I thought. We'll send in the Haruhi. Oh, we'll send in the Alina Clover and the Kirino and the Gold Fortune. Okay, if I was part of the RAM cartel, trust me, there would be signs There would be signs if I was part of the Ram cartel. You'll know because I'll randomly be like, so anyways, I upgraded my PC today thanks to my various corporate sponsors that are totally not paying me off to say good things about the AI industry. Yeah, totally normal things coming out of the words of a random no-name VTuber. I tell you what. Oh my gosh, speaking of VTubers, do you want to hear my current complaint about things that I see on the VTuber sphere? I see the XCOM Star Wars game. Oh, trust me, I've already seen it a bajillion times. We're streaming it when it comes out, so I can complain about that game when ultimately I lose to it. I don't know what's going on. My feed was feeding me stuff like, hey, look at this VTuber who you don't really know or care about, and they were complaining about, oh, no one ever wants to give small VTubers a chance. You know, it's so hard to be a VTuber out here. I looked at this guy's profile. He had not he's streamed like maybe 5 times over the course of like 5 years, and I could not find a link to his own social media profile, like his Twitch channel or YouTube channel, within 2 clicks of his Twitter profile. And I'm just like, I think the thing that like actually like annoyed me, I'm pretty sure it's just engagement bait, but what annoyed me was like, man, no one wants to give like, I'm not getting any sponsors, and I'm not getting any of this other stuff. Like, brother, you have barely streamed. No one's gonna want to sponsor someone who barely streams in the first place. Like, I don't understand what you're looking for here. I can almost, okay, wait, we did the fight. Okay. Let's recover all of our ships, because I would like to not lose any of this. Thank you very much. Who is the mess, and why are we fighting them? And why is there another mess fleet coming after us, which is kind of scary? The domain era survey ship. I was gonna salvage this real fast. Our fleet's not ready to fight is kind of the problem, so I gotta kind of outrun this group. So I don't know, it's silly things like that that just kind of annoy me. It's like, listen, there's always an answer to why you may or may not be succeeding. It's whether or not you want to accept the answer of why you're not succeeding, you know what I mean? And I think some people, they don't want anything like that. They just want to be told, yeah, it's oh geez, I'm not gonna fight this. I'm gonna just try to run away from this fight. Skedaddling out of here. I have no intention of fighting them right now, but I will scavenge. Oh, I can't scavenge. Can I outrun them? Yes. Are they gonna follow me? No. Okay, so Lugovalos is a very scary place to be at. Maybe we shouldn't go there for quite some time. All right, let's go back to our home planet. We could also try to go to the deep inside the Abyssal Space Oddity, but I don't think I want to do that right now. We're definitely not going to the Abyssal Depths. I don't want to do that. Let's finagle our way back to home. So back to Taroa, so we can kind of sort through all of our earnings, our loot, essentially. We'll also just kind of hit these planets while we're going about. Might as well. But yeah, if I was ever part of the Ram cartel, trust me, there would be signs. It would be really stupid signs, but they'd be like, "Oh, okay, I guess Oak is part of the Ram cartel," and I'll be like, "Yeah." Crazy stuff. So we'll have to see. But yeah, it is, again, everything's just really unfortunate if you're trying to build any PC related things. Again, it just sucks, but it is what it is. Just kind of have to roll with it. That's why I'm making my PC last as long as I humanly can, because I will not be able to upgrade this basically for probably another 3 years. Now, granted, thankfully, PC's like stuff isn't super bad right now. When I do ultimately an upgrade, it's going to be after. I'd rather buy a house first, honestly. I guess we're fighting these defenses, sure. We'll just let the game automatically handle this. I don't really want to fight this because these fights are getting a little ridiculous, so just set this to full assault and then press this button. Double speed up is fine. And we'll see how it goes. We'll just watch from this wonderful bird's eye view and watch as Inky runs in there and gets murdered because he's super fast and he's like the fastest thing around. Also, a lot of other smaller ships are getting demolished because our slowest big ships just take forever to get up there. I may need to fix some of these ship names. I think some of them aren't named correctly. So, anyways, how are all of you doing otherwise, aside from talking about depressing things like technology? We could talk about video games. Wow, video games is also depressing. I don't plan on buying anything like an Xbox at all, but man, I feel bad for anyone who plays consoles. Been playing Pokemon Champions. How is that game? I've seen it. I like Pokemon, but I have no intention of playing Champions. I know it's like a free... It's almost like Pokemon Stadium, right? But it's more modern, also because it's on a mobile device or something like that. I could see myself playing it if it wasn't trying to nickel and dime me for everything that I want to do. Did I ever listen that news Utahime? I did not, but I guess that makes a lot of sense. Go to the other planet over there. I want to see what's over there. Utahime makes sense, but I didn't know that's the word for diva. It makes sense though. On Switch 2. Is it really? Okay. Well, maybe I'll give it a look, but again, I try to avoid freemium games. It's just not worth it, you know. Freemium games are just rough. Oh shoot. Okay, wait, hold on. I should have read this quickly. The Delta class AI in charge of analyzing sensor data starts reporting increased energy readings from the core of the station itself. Same time your sensors officer. Okay. You swear you hear a low-pitched whine coming from the internal comms as your officer reports, and you begin to feel uneasy. Your navigation officer, unsure, asks whether fleet should continue the approach. Before you can answer, your breath hitches, the hair on your arm stands on end, and you break out into sweat as something emerges from the station's guts, something inherently wrong, something that cries against all known laws of shipcraft or biology. You have no idea where it came from, or if it somehow phased out of the station, or if it came from somewhere else entirely and happened to crawl out of the station into reality itself. It matters not. It's here, right in front of you, in all of its grotesque glory. Klaxons whine and comms overloaded with terrified cries and screams and conflicting orders, all mixed into cacophony, overloading your mind with noise. Your heart thumps in your ears as you rapidly call your fleet to readiness. Okay, wait. What does this say? Your sensors give conflicting information about the identity of the object, with the onboard AI struggling to make sense of the conflicting noise of input. Your comms, despite being turned off, are screaming, crying, and laughing. The bridge filled with shadows and darkness, and it feels like the walls are closing in. Internal comms are now lighting up, with many reports of boarding troops and hull breaches and fuel explosions, despite nothing on your console suggesting anything of the sort. A dull, throbbing whine emits from the comms, causing your breath to quicken, your body to sweat, your head to pound, your vision to narrow. You have no idea what this thing is, but you're quite sure of one thing. It is going to kill you, your crew, your fleet, and everything you love. I may have walked into a fight that I am not prepared for. Alright, I guess we die today. Let's not deploy some of the weaker ones for now. Let's deploy self. Really good cosmetics are locked in battle pass and you Pokemon kind of... Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. It's always like, give the Pokemon the DLC pass. It's always how it is with Pokemon games, because they know people will buy it. Me and Ray used to play Pokemon Unite, and there was always really nice cosmetics on that game, but the cosmetics just cost so much money. It sucked. That's kind of why I didn't want to play more Unite. Although, partly because I don't want to re-update it on my Switch, because I don't use my Switch very often. Waiting for the day Ray's like, we should play more Unite again, because we used to have a lot of nights where we just played hours and hours of Unite together. Pizza Tower's on sale, so you can finally buy it. I mean, hey, as long as you enjoy it, why not? What is that thing? It doesn't have an orbital, a capital terror. Oh, is it it's multi-segmented. Okay, got it. You think I can fling a missile at it? Can I fling a... Everyone's aggressively fighting it. I might be able to move up and just try to fling some breathes into it. Let's see. It does look like it's got a decent amount of... Okay, Alana's ship is down. It does look like it's got a decent amount of point defense, so I have to really try to force this. Let's see if any of these will be enough. Yeah, see, the point defense is... Oh! No! Oh, wait! Wow! Okay, well, that was easy. Okay. Wow, look at that! The power of a semi-brief. Semi-brief instantly just neutered the poor thing. Great. I love my overpowered modded weapons. Alright, I guess we'll just continue blasting it into oblivion. Once its weapon platforms are down, this just falls apart. Unless more things are coming out. Oh, is it still fighting? Oh, there's more. Wait, what the? Wait, why does it say the Songless is fighting against us? That doesn't make sense. Wait, did it take control of the Songless? Oh, wait, that's weird. Is that a thing that this thing is supposed to do? We've also been playing SD Gundam Generation Eternal 2. Hey, as long as you're having fun. Is this thing summoning ghosts of our defeated enemies? I have no idea. Oh shoot, I don't think I can fight this. Not alone. I'm trying to fling missiles at it, but we're in a bit of a bind here. We gotta pull back. Okay, Songless got destroyed. We'll have to grab her at some point. You can still buy okay cosmetics in the regular shop, but yeah, really good fan battle pass. Yeah, that's usually how it is with Pokemon games, because they know people are willing to pay money for it. That's always what it is. They know someone's willing to pay. Pokemon is like just is it just eating all of my ships? It's just going after one of my ships one at a time. What is happening? Is that the gimmick of this thing? Oh my gosh, I think this thing is this entire thing's gimmick just killing all of your ships? Like slowly possessing another one after you defeat it? Yeah. What? That's unfair. Hello? Stop consuming my fleet. I would like to have my fleet back. Thank you very much. What is the actual gimmick? What is the actual gimmick of this fight? I really want to know. Because there's no way I'm going to be able to fight off the fact that it's taken... Oh, you know, my biggest ship. You know, the... Oh, no. Okay, so it's temporary. Okay. Are we done? Is it possessing something else? All right, everyone consolidate. We did win. Okay, that was annoying. That was weird. How are you doing, Grimo? Yeah, I would like to recover everything, considering I lost a lot. Recover everything. Okay. As the thing dies, you struggle to regain your senses. You cast your eyes about the bridge, taking in readings from the fleet, demanding reports and updates. It takes a few minutes before the dull roar of crying and screaming and shock is muted back down to more disciplined and manageable levels, and your heartbeat calms to a more standard cadence. Already the reports coming in make no sense. Hull breaches, enemy boarding actions, and even demons coming out of the walls have been reported across the fleet, and soon the reports correct themselves, but they make even less sense, indicating that the fleet may have actually been attacked by the enemy fleet or infiltrated by saboteurs. Eventually, your sensor officer tears you away from the baffling reports and indicates that the research station, your prize, has been broken beyond recognition. It appears that in the battle against the thing, a stray round struck the structure, mortally wounding it. Quickly, you dispatch several parties with a single question. What the hell was that? Oh my god, that's a lot of dialogue. Alright. Your salvage team, smaller than normal due to the large number of wounded or shaken crew refusing to get near the station, quickly begin the salvaging operation. Interestingly, when the stray round from the fighting shattered the station, it appears to have gone straight through some strange, exotic-looking structure at the core, linked up to a treasure trove of low-grade AI cores. While acquiring the surprise bounty, your nervous salvage team locates a server encased in a sturdy plasteel. Oh, they said the word from RimWorld! Connected to the bizarre AI core network. The outer shell is partially destroyed, with the physical server storage mostly intact. On downloading the contents of the server and analyzing the data, you find and finally discover that what just happened. Apparently, a secret Tritachyon project was looking into mind control and had set up in this abandoned research station before the first AI war. They discovered that a combination of subliminal messaging, hypnotics, implant hacking, and several other vaguely mentioned pieces of ominous technology could be used to provide an aggressive form of mind control. The overall idea was to hack the target's comm, sensor, and life support systems and cause the enemy's fleets to turn against themselves in paranoid delusion and hallucination. However, at some point, the project was terminated. Why is not clear. There are some references to vaguely mentioned technology used by the apparatus causing an instrumentality event, which you believe is the possibility of a beta level or even an alpha level AI core taking over the mind control system and turning the researchers against themselves. Nevertheless, the project was shut down. The station was left dormant for future usage in something called the SEAL project, with the mind control system left to self-defense. Your fleet had fallen prey to this defense system. It was not some ghost ship you were fighting, but in fact your own fleet tearing itself apart. That lucky stray round had destroyed a key component, and its demise, the mind control effects were lifted. We got a new blueprint and a new hull mod. So we got to keep some of that stuff. All right, let's just go salvage the rest of this. Okay, what do we got here? We have that, a catalytic core. I like blueprints of various weapons I don't really care about. Cool. Ominous, but interesting. All right. Who just... You would think that they would probably maybe have not left that there, but I guess these scientists were just like, not our problem anymore. No, that wasn't the AI fight. It was a different AI fight. We were dealing with ourselves. You see, the greatest enemy isn't those outside of our empire. The greatest enemy was actually within. Or something stupid like that. It's always what it is. We were our own greatest foe. Why is the game freezing? Oh. Oh wait, yeah, I do want to level up. I guess more damage to Delta shields is fine. I guess we'll take polarized armor is fine. Sure. But yeah. Let's go back home. We've been out exploring for far too longer than I would like. I'd like to actually go back, return to our home system, and maybe kind of figure out what the heck we're doing, because there is so much stuff that we have gotten to deal with. I do want to visit this system though, the Luna Sea, mostly because that's like a cool name. I love it when I will say one of my favorite aspects of science fiction is just the ridiculous cool names that everything gets. Fantasy, everything gets cool names too, but sometimes people like to be a little fancy and give them like, you know, very fanciful fantasy names. But a lot of science fiction just likes to stick to English and make it sound like really cool. The Luna Sea is such a cool name. I love it. I want to go see what's in here. All right, what are we gonna find? Oh my gosh, I need to sit up. I don't know what that was though. That was really interesting. The remnant mess. I really thought it was gonna be like some weird flesh creature that we were fighting. Hello. Oh, the Devourer. Oh, is that a quest? That's a big fleet. The Devourer, the Dawntide Nightmare. What faction is this? Yeah, the Veil of Silence. That's a good name. What is this thing? It's not any faction we're familiar with. Do I just have to fight this? Are we even ready to fight this? I guess we don't have a choice, huh? Also, I just realized the Void Wretch doesn't actually have a weapon setup at all. Yeah, might want to fix that. I'm just gonna, you know, hold on, I'm just gonna auto-fit this real quick. Whatever we have available. What did we just unlock? I know it said we unlocked some kind of really cool new mods that we're not able to use right. We can't install it right now, but I am kind of curious what we found. It's probably something ridiculous. Is there like a mind control hull mod that we've unlocked? Let's see. Extreme modifications, lightweight. I don't see anything. Maybe we'll have to find it later. All right. Okay, I guess. Are they fighting us or not? Okay, I don't like that I don't like that sound. He's trying to establish a comm link. Okay, hold on. The moment the dry field, blah 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 blah. Like an army on the march, Neon hungers. The Dawntide fleet maneuvers to prevent you from disengaging easily. Your fleet cannot disengage. Try to establish a comm link, but only static. Prepare yourself. This foe will be unlike any you have faced before. Hello VR, how are you doing, comrade? Okay, I guess I'm ready to get murdered. Additional XP due to overall battle difficulty plus 29%. Okay. So what am I actually fighting here? Unidentified. I mean, these look like cruisers. This one's probably a capital. These two might be capitals, but they're probably cruisers. It's just a lot of things. All right, well, we'll try it. We're not gonna send in a lot of the smaller ones. We'll send in a lot of the big ones. But I will send the Lelouch, this one, and we'll send the small cat. I'm gonna take the Segomo cataphract, and I'll just see if I can pilot it. It is a lot of ships. It's kind of nasty. All right, we're gonna get in a cataphract. I don't know how to use the cataphract, but I want to try. I've always wanted to try one of these. All right, here's me. This is my little cataphract now. I'm a Gundam. Oh wait, even it's got feet animations. Crazy. All right, what do I have? Targeting laser. Fine. Opinion lance. Okay, and then I got dual autocannon, which isn't gonna do much, but maybe we can use it to abuse some of the weaker ones. Okay. I think the strategy is I'm gonna do the usual of have everyone hang around the Hyojinai, and then that should be fine. I'm gonna have these for specifically fight around this point here. It is a Gundam. It's really cool. I love it. I really do like Armor 2. I just haven't had a chance to properly play it on stream or on my personal run. I don't know what a targeting laser does. I assume if I target an enemy long enough, it's gonna do a bunch of damage, probably fire something. I'm not sure. We'll find out. Oh boy. We do actually get a tiny shield, which is kind of cute. Okay, so we can assist here. Our main weapons aren't super long range, which is kind of an issue. So if we're gonna fight, we gotta be ready. Oh, we already lost the Lelouch. That's unfortunate. Oh, they got the stupid ghost. Hello. Okay. All right, we're gonna move in. Now I think we've got an opportunity. What does this actually do? I don't think it's actually doing anything. It's probably like a targeting thing. Oh boy. Oh yeah, we're gonna get demolished here. Okay. Fortunately, we're not gonna be able to do much. I think we would need like way more of these to really make a dent. What did I just do? Pinpoint strike? Maybe that's how that functions. Let's get back into combat. We didn't take that much damage, thankfully, so I can probably just run in there and try to fight. I need to fight the smaller ones like this one. I think Armor Turret probably also makes a lot more sense if you're not playing with massive battle size increases like I am. Because I think it does kind of break the balance for a lot of things. Maybe we don't do stupid sized combat in the future. We'll increase the amount of max DP, but maybe not have as many troops fighting at once. Because it becomes just a giant mosh pit. And strategy doesn't really become, kind of becomes meaningless. Oh boy, we are dead. It just rammed into me and I instantly died. All right. Cool. Great. Real cool gameplay. I mean, that's just how it is, I guess. We're gonna not call anything in until I have to call the Megumin in. I think that's gonna be like my metric. We'll watch from Ray's POV, I guess. We'll just kind of watch this combat unfold. There is a lot, and I don't think we've really killed any other stuff yet. We really do need... Oh, Jesus. We lost Greywind's big ship. All right. All right. Call it in. Call in the Megumin. It's time for us to get our nukes ready to go. Where is it? Did I call it in already? Oh, here it is. Okay, yeah, let's call it in. All right, it's time. We need nukes to partake in the fight. When in doubt, just send nuclear weapons after it, and you'll usually be fine. All right, we're in combat. Let's go join the fray. Let's see if we can put these creatures down. It causes problems. Oh my gosh, we lost the... That's right, we lost that. Oh, the nano's going to collapse just under the sheer weight of everything coming at it. I'm just gonna fling these around there. As long as one of them connects, that's all I care about. There we go. Okay, so at least that gave us a little bit more buffer. We're gonna send in a few more ships. Okay. Unfortunately, we can't do that for quite some time. We gotta wait. Okay, just kind of keep a little far back. That side's been cleared out. Unfortunately, Ray's massive super carrier got deleted, which is a problem. We kept the nano alive, but these things are actually kind of annoying to fight. Because again, I'm kind of relying on the Brave being ready, but it's not ready right now. We can try to help assist and keep the nano functioning, but we are not a tank ship. We are gonna die if I stay up here. I'm gonna pull back a little bit. Turn the shields off. Yep, I got overloaded. That's what I was afraid of. Trying to keep the nano alive as long as I can. Okay, we're just gonna hard vent while they're shooting at us. That should be safe. Probably not safe, but I have no choice. But to hope our armor can hold. Okay. Thankfully, the rest of our fleet is here and willing to participate. Okay, let's go turn this way. Our Breve is ready to fire. If I can get a nice angle on that giant doom stack over there, we can probably just blow them into oblivion. And send them back into the cold embrace of what's the space equivalent of Davy Jones? There's got to be a space equivalent of Davy Jones, right? Is it just Davy Jones? Okay. The nano is just fighting on. Can I pull you back? Maybe you want to pull back, buddy. And there she goes. All right, let's call it a few more. Whatever else I got. I know Garm's got a big old carrier, so we'll send Garm in too. You never go wrong with more carriers. Yes, Spacey Jerome. All right, yeah, we gotta be careful, and we're gonna send these foul enemies back to Spacey Jerome's locker. It just sounds wrong. Spavey Jerome's. Oh my lord, what is that? Oh my god. I think that's the boss. Oh Jesus Christ. Oh lordy, that is not looking good. It's hard vent here. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that. Okay. We gotta find a way to approach, but we're losing a lot of our ships too. Why is that thing have a giant eyeball for a pilot icon? I don't even think my missiles would be able to get there. We have to kill everything else. Yeah, its PD is like, I think, way too heavy. We have to send in like some sacrifices to try to distract it. Here's my plan. Let's go over here and try to force the fight over this way, and we'll just try to stay away from this thing because it seems like it's probably stupid slow. It probably won't be able to kill us. Oh my god, those missiles are disgusting. What is this red zone? I don't like that. I don't like that. I think, oh, like an artillery piece. Okay. Okay, here's my strategy. We're gonna just get far away from this. Actually, I'm running out of ships. We might have to retry this fight. Looking at my fleet and I'm like, ooh, we're getting kind of butchered here. We got a few more. We can send the Songless and the Patea and the Reki. Probably send in Void Wretch. It's about the last of the combat ships that I have available to me. We'll just try to pivot back here, assist in knocking these out real fast, and then we'll see what we can do. But yeah, that's probably the best solution. Just assist in the back. There we go. Kill that little bastard. Yeah, with the power of teamwork, we can generally rip through most of these. But we gotta stay away from the biggin. Hello, Steve. Good evening, comrade. Okay, rotate this way. Turn on shields. Ooh, that's annoying. Gonna flick our shields on and off. What does LiDAR locked mean? Oh, he's probably flinging a lot of shots at us. Yep. We're overloaded. We may die. No, I can't die. I need my Megumin shots. No! Alright, that's tragic. I do not have any more useful deployables. I think what we gotta do is I'm just gonna pick one of these. I'm gonna take the Gold Fortune, the Excalibur. Yeah. Let's see, we'll take this one. Alright. Oh, okay, yeah, no, that's unfortunate. They just can't teleport it right on top of us. That sucks. Am I dead? Are we dead? The Caliburn Cannon. Okay. Caliburn Cannon's doing its job. Okay, we went down also. Alright, gotta switch to something else. Okay, how about this? Use 3, smack this. I want these guys smacking this, and then we're just gonna have you smack this as well. You focus fire that one, and then we're gonna swap over to the Ziggurat, which I believe this one is the one Riston is piloting. We'll hop into our funny phase ship. Okay, this one's got some funny weapons, so it should be interesting to use. Okay, now that there's less enemies on the map... Oh, shoot, it exploded. Oh, my goodness, more nukes. All right, now... Oh, there's still more. All right, how about we have everyone hard focus the big one? Oh my goodness, I got destroyed by the stupid... All right. Take the Taiga. All right, we're just losing more and more ships as the fight goes on. All right. We're back in this big... We're back in probably our biggest ship. There's just like nukes flying everywhere. It's a little insane. That's probably like why we're not... Oh, yeah, we gotta put the shields on. It's not really doing anything. I'm flinging what I have. I flung some semi-braves. Actually did a lot of damage. Is it enough to kill? Oh, we gotta pull back. Yeah, our point defense is struggling to keep up with the sheer amount of nonsense. Oh my gosh, we're getting smacked by these like weird demon... Like, I don't know what you want to call these, like demon void portal missiles? Kind of insane. Okay. Don't worry, Greenwall. I plan on winning this fight. Maybe once the semis are ready to go. Putting another set of them. It hasn't really taken any damage either. I think the shields are just keeping it alive. I think the other the semi might connect. Nope. They managed to knock it out. Come on. Make it stop. Make the pain stop. Lord, it's just so much damage, and I don't have a way to deal with all of it. Especially with our fleet mostly deleted at this point. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's actually kind of obnoxious. I don't have anything else to deploy. Whatever we have is what we have. Okay, I want these two to focus on this one. You focus on this one, and then I'm just gonna try to hold the line here. I'm gonna knock this stupid Cooper out of the way. That one's dead. Okay. That semi's going somewhere. I don't know where that thing's going, but it's going. Okay, how do I approach this? How do I approach an enemy that seems nigh unkillable? And another one of our ships went down. Great. Locked into an eternal duel. Alright, this way. Like, the shields have to die eventually. Like, the shields can't last forever. Especially if I'm flinging the Sorexos at it. Oh my god, I overloaded. Oh my god. I think I have to try this fight again. I don't think I can win this right now. Yeah, the small ships are just doing so much damage. Even if I pop shield, I'm probably dead here. I don't know what happened to our point defense weapons, but they are not able to like do anything against these things. I believe I do have the range advantage, I'll say that much. And he is getting peppered with like some pretty long range missiles. Okay. Okay, yep, that's fine. Okay, so we're just gotta... Oh my gosh, I'm almost dead. Flinging what we can. I'm full committing everything. I don't think it's gonna be enough. I think we can try to knock out as many shields. Yeah, we're dead. This thing's got so many shields. I don't know how you're supposed to... Okay. Should we try this again? I feel like I can do this. Like, we get really close, but I've never encountered a Neon class whatever this thing is. You focus fire there. I wonder if we can hit... Oh, let's see. Maybe we can do it with these three ships. We'll try. I really think part of the problem was there's just like so many smaller things that I had to try. Oh my gosh. Pull back. And then we gotta see if we can handle this one here. Just pivot this way as fast as we can. Maybe we can try to knock it out, but it's gonna be really rough. Okay, come on. That should die quickly, is my guess, if I did this right. Come on. We have a lot of damage here. Now we're just broadsiding it. Come on. Just a bit more damage, and it should go down. Okay, perfect. So now it's just two shit. Okay, so there's still that one other one. Oh my goodness, this fight is insane. All right. I still don't really understand what this is doing. I think that's kind of where it's flinging... Oh gosh. she's like sending like a bomb. Oh, it is a bomb. That's what's happening. Got it. All right, I understand now. Nice, can delete our shields. Yeah, it's annoying. You have to go in, basically blow your load and immediately back out. Like, you can't really stay in there. Yeah. Like, I'm gonna go in, try to blow my load of missiles, and then try to maybe get a couple shots in, but we have to immediately back up. And that's assuming he doesn't blow up all of our shots too. I'm just waiting for it too, don't worry. I don't think we can fight I don't think we can win this with the current fleet. It's almost dead too, which is like the unfortunate part. Like, we actually did almost knock it out. But unless I have like more damage like ready to go, the missiles are just getting deleted by the point defense systems, and whatever these shield things are just eating it up. You see, I'm swinging in those. These things are actually kind of annoying. I would need the whole fleet ready to fight this off. I think with the current fleet size, it's just not feasible. Yeah, just too much. I'm speeding combat up just to kind of see if I can maybe finagle something, but yeah, I don't think it's realistic. I know my own. I know when it's lost, the all is lost moment. Yeah, all the missiles just keep getting eaten up. Let's try this fight again. I think I can do this. I'm fairly sure I can win this with enough hopes and dreams and insert other metric that you want to use. I think this can be done. Okay. Let me think. Let me think here. I know it would be kind of interesting. I could pull the Sunrider, but I don't want to go out there and grab the Sunrider because it would take too long. We could try to equip the remaining things with weapons just in case, but I would prefer if the freighter itself didn't have to fight, although technically I could have brought the freighter in anyways because it does have some pretty long range weapons. But again, that's like, you're desperate and you need to win. I think we can do this. It's just finding a way to finagle the sheer quantity of stuff. Let's see if we can kill a Devourer before it gets any of the other guys in here. There's just so much. All right, let's try this again. So my strategy for this time is we're not going to send in all the, well, I'll actually be a little more, I'm going to be a little more moving with purpose, I guess is the best way to describe it. We'll have everyone kind of move like this. I'm not currently in the fight, but I will take over the, let's see, for this fight I would like to take control of the, I can't take control of the Nano. Hyojin I probably not. Actually, I think we'll take the Rillaroo. I want to throw me in the Rillaroo. That thing is usually like a beast of its own category. And the whole strategy is we're just going to avoid that big one and just try to knock out all the small dudes as basically as fast as we can. I think that's the easiest way to handle this. Speed the game up. But yeah, having too many ships in combat is making this game run really slow, which is a little unfortunate, but that's how it be. Okay. Okay, that's fine. So as long, we're just going to keep an eye out on where everything is and try to make sure we don't do that. Oh my goodness, there's the ghost ship again. It's always the ghost ships. These things have like this annoying shield thing. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah, it's got this shield. I'm flinging whatever I can at it to just try to mitigate the shield, but it's gonna take some time. Flinging more missiles at it probably helps, but it does have some pretty good point defense, so it's able to like lock it down. Not only that, the shields eat up a good chunk of the damage, which makes it even harder to kill, which is again quite annoying. Alas, I don't have a choice but to deal with it the best I can. Thankfully, our ship does do more damage, and I'm able to just move up and try to burn it down as fast as I can. Are we not going to kill it? We're not going to be able to kill it. All right, we got to back up. We're a little too far. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of... Do you see this? Do you see this insanity? Good God. Are those missiles or are they like actual? What is this? These actually just might be missiles. Yeah, and then a bunch of the bombers. Yeah, it's just a bunch of bombs. Oh yeah, no, they're just full bombing run us. Okay. Hopefully our point defense system can handle as much as it can, but it's probably gonna get overwhelmed in due time. Okay, I think we managed to shoot down most of it. Somehow survive that nonsense. Good. Okay, so we'll just kind of stay away from the back. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have these guys try to rip that apart, and then these, let's all start moving. Actually, do we just focus fire that big one? Yeah, focus fire that one. Again, try to, what's the saying? Sun Tzu once said, defeat your enemies in detail or something like that, and your enemies will fall because they're a bunch of idiots. Now granted, it's maybe the enemies aren't that much of an idiot. We'll find out soon enough. Okay, so we did get rid of that one. And then we're gonna start, we're essentially gonna start a push from this side up here, while this entire section just tries to hold the line as long as possible. Hold the line, grind out whatever gets too close. Oh my goodness, there goes Greywind's ship. We're gonna call in the Megumi now, and I will take command of my personal ship, and whoever was piloting this can have it back. There goes the Chloris, which is an eagle. Okay, at least they're pushing super hard into this side here, but this side is starting to struggle. Especially because I think that's Xanth's ship. He's about to go down, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely do some shopping after this. I'm kind of curious what else we can do. Let's push up. We don't have a choice. We gotta force this. We did lose 2 more ships. So we're gonna call in a few more. Call in the small ones. Okay. I want these guys to pull back this way. And I want to see if I can get in there and just fling like a few semi-breves that don't explode too early. We can really do a ton of damage. Oh, Jesus Christ, they're just ripping us apart. Okay, they need to pull back. Everyone pull back here. They're pushing in too deep. That ghost ship is super annoying. God, I hate this ghost. I hate the ghost ship so much. Okay, we're trying to protect this one. This is the, what is this? This is Chicago, which we're trying to protect by just trying to deal with all the nonsense stuff that's being flung at it. Okay. God, there's that stupid bombing thing that's going on. Semi-breves do reload, thankfully, so we're going to try to use that. We're going to fling right there. Fling whatever we can. Try to distract it with as many misses as we can. I don't care, as long as one of them connect. Dang it, they intercepted the, they intercepted all the nukes. So the nukes were fairly useless. Gosh, there's just so much. I can't force anything in. Okay, you all need to pull back. Pull back. Well, let's all retreat a little bit. And I'm overloaded already because the bombers are just doing bomber things. Okay. So try to stay alive. We lost the Hollow. We lost the Shinoria? Really? All right, send these 2 in. Send these 3 in. Okay. Let's have you guys come over here. Focus on this side here. It's just so hard to get a single missile in there. Like their fleet is really good at just not letting a single missile through. Lost the Zenith. Okay. Gotta grind it down. There goes the Chicago. Maybe this fight's not feasible with our fleet. I might need something else. Maybe I need the Sunrider for this. This could be one of those you need to have as much overpowered nonsense as humanly possible in order to win type shenanigans. Killing that thing. The Nano's doing a really good job though holding the line. The Nano is getting a little overwhelmed, so we gotta start dealing with this. I learned the other day that whelmed is an actual word. I mean, I knew that already, but it was like, I was reminded that whelmed is an actual word. I was like reading some stuff about like, oh, these words that used to be, that no one remembers the base word, but everyone remembers like the new word. You know what I mean? I don't know what it's called, but it was like words like whelmed and innocent are technically not the base word. I think nocent is like the actual word, but then innocent is just became more used in public speak, you know, in public lexicon, and nowadays no one knows what the heck nocent actually means. Everyone just knows innocent means, hey, you're not guilty of the crime, which I think is kind of interesting. I assume it's interesting stuff learning about languages. I actually used to take a language class. But it's more like it's not really used in common speech nowadays. Most people don't go use the word nocent. No, oh, okay, but there's overwhelming and underwhelming, but what about whelming? No one really uses whelming. Everyone just uses overwhelmed and underwhelmed. That's what I'm trying to say. Like there's a specific subset of words that are like that where, oh Jesus Christ. You do once in a while? Do you actually? Is it usually about games or RimWorld? Like you were whelmed by this mod, but you were not super enthused about it. It was just like, it was just a thing that exists. Okay, we've actually kept a lot of our fleet alive so far. We'll just kind of keep that going for as long as humanly possible. We're going to pull back. We're going to try to force them to come towards us. And we're going to send in the Riston ship, which is the big funny one. We're just going to try to bait them towards us. I don't have a reason to run up there. And they don't... So we're just going to try... Oh, geez. There goes the Excalibur. Got deleted. I'm going to try to start pushing up here. Try to knock this one out. Okay, there's another few ships that are destroyed. We can easily get rid of the... Yeah, we can easily get rid of a lot of their ships. We can kind of just overwhelm them. We can whelm them. We can whelm the enemy fleet. Okay. I think now is the... We must now order the full attack. And we will commit everything to destroying this stupid thing that we've been trying to deal with this entire time. They're gonna keep sending in more small ships, which is really annoying, but we can probably just delete them as we spot them. Yeah, that thing's not gonna... Those tiny cataphracts aren't gonna do much. Alright, well, I believe that's Alana's ship who just went in and immediately got beamed. You're still alive somehow, but hey, you're getting beamed. That's annoying me. Song is alive. That thing is dead. Okay, we're trying to push up as well. Alright. Now that it's overwhelmed, I'm just gonna fling as many missiles as I can. Okay, we got it. Holy cow, that was annoying. We got the Neon. Oh my goodness, what a fight that was. Is it called lexical gaps? Yeah, that's probably what it is. Did we win? Are we done? Set the full assault. Just kill everything that exists. I don't know where anything else is on the map. Just knock them out. Run around, find them, pop them. Oh, okay. We did it! Oh my goodness, that was annoying. And we don't even get the ship as a victory prize. All right, recover everything. On the other hand... Fuck, what is this thing? What is this? The imperfect unity! Oh god. Scans of the core's containment cylinder reveal a hardened ceramosteel box within. Thick, phlegmy tentacles erupt from it, writhing and lashing against the containment walls with dulled biomechanical thuds. Alien energy filters from the unit's ports, pulsing hungrily. Oh, this is how it provides the Chiwin's shield drone subsystem. You can super and stupefy and be stupid, but you cannot be stupific or stupubble. But you can be horrific and horrible. Is stupibble the original base word? Can't be, right? Or is that maybe just like a verb version? I don't know. What is this? There's a lot of weird stuff we just found. Okay, here's the problem. We don't have enough crew members for everything. Wait, hold on. We can't do anything until... Okay, hold on. I gotta temporarily mothball one of these. I'm gonna mothball... Let's see. What is this? Probably keep that one. I think we're gonna mothball the Alina Clover for the time being. I'd rather not, actually. What else can I mothball? Probably the Alina Clover. It actually uses up the most amount of resources that I need. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So we have to fight these off still? Oh my gosh. Okay, emergency repairs. Moving to engage. Let's do this fight. I'm pretty sure I can just auto this. I don't think this one requires that much effort from us, but I will just do this. And then just full assault, and then hopefully we can just rip the... Actually, no, let's be careful. Stoop would be the route. Got it. That makes sense. Okay, let's see if we can do this fight. It's gonna be a little rough, but we don't have a choice. Thankfully, there's not that many enemies, but again, the fact that we don't get any more free crew members right now is a huge problem. I was a little concerned about that, and I think I was right to be concerned. Wow, look at that. It's being possessed by a ghost. How long will that thing last? Not that long. It's dead. Okay. I'm just gonna run around, and we did lose a couple things already. That's fine. Just fine. We should be able to rip through most of these other ones. That one should definitely die from... Oh my gosh, we're already ripping through our energy sources. This ship uses a lot of energy just to do anything. The flux burn on this is nuts. Something messes out this thing. This might be overkill to launch a bunch of semis at it, but... I'd rather see it dead. Okay. Seems fine. I do have a bad configuration. You're so right. Alright, fight's over. Yeah, I want my ship back. Thank you very much. Recover. Okay. Are we allowed to salvage this now? Okay. I feel like I should take this. The Neon, the light shining in the darkness from... What is the... Do I have a mod called Dawntide installed? I actually don't remember. Unknown entry. Please register your Tritachyon datapad to receive the latest news and updates. Interesting. Well, I'm taking it. I think it's an AI ship, actually. Okay. I'm just gonna take the ejected cache. I'm just gonna run away from this as fast as I can. Corrupted nanoforges, Auroran servo sync pumps. Okay. Tempest frigate blueprint. I can take all that. That's fine. All right. Okay, so we're over our fleet capacity. I mean, kind of what happens when you get your hands on a comically large ship. Now the problem is, this thing does no crew need, but I do need to figure out what I can temporarily mothball for the time being. I think I have to mothball... What do I mothball here? I think we mothball the Union, and that's probably enough to get us back home without dying. What is this thing has? What is this thing? What the hell was that? Last recording from a now unrecognizable capital hull shattered into endless pieces. An automated ship, heavy armor, advanced targeting core, and Dawntide. While superficially similar to domain drone ships at first glance, these exotic hulls have been heavily modified. All Dawntide vessels feature dynamic targeting systems and bulky environmental plating, with larger vessels utilizing specialized nanoforges to maintain a small array of shield drones. So I could put in that imperfect Unity core that we found earlier, which would be probably the correct thing to do. Probably very scary. And then I just slap in whatever I have sitting around. It might be. Let's see, just slap whatever I got into this thing. Whatever I have is just what we're gonna throw in here for now. Holy cow, that max burn is awful. The thing's max burn is 5. So even with a built-in, I can't even put in the other one, right? I believe you have to be at a... Augmented dry field requires you to be at a dock. Wow, this thing is rough. Okay, so our entire fleet's gonna move at the snail's pace. Let's get out of here. We'll come back here later. What is this place called? The second trial. The Luna Sea definitely had something of note. All right, let's skedaddle. Yeah, it's basically a it's scary. We'll take a look at it once we get back to our back home. Let's just take this real quick. Yeah, we'll examine it when we return back to base. Just kind of ride the waves. Thankfully, this is very handy and is basically taking us most of the way back home. It's a really, really long slipstream. Not that I'm complaining. Holy cow. Oh, it keeps going. It takes us all the way to Freya. Iron Shell, other type things we're not going to interact with, but that's kind of nice anyways. Wow, that actually was really nice. Okay. And this one should take us another halfway through, so we should be able to make it back fairly quickly. We're still hitting a speed 9, surprisingly enough. Despite the Agitatus being super slow, we'll have to give it a proper name. Alright, and we'll have to see if we can buy any Armatura stuff, as Greywind has suggested, for our little bit of final shenanigans. High burn system readings is fine, don't really care. Okay. How much more must we return? All right, one more stack. Yeah, I don't know if you've played Secrets of the Frontier. I basically haven't. You have to remember, most of my Starsector playthrough is basically whatever I do on stream. If I don't do it on stream, I'm probably not doing it on my free time. Because when I'm on my free time, I'm playing stupid games. You know, Battlefield, Forza, all that jazz. I gotta do the Forza thing. No, I don't think I've been to Hollow Hall. Do you know where it is? Do you have an approximation of its location? Mia Star? Yeah, I don't think we've been there. Alright, welcome to Crestfall. It only took us forever to get to this point, but we've returned back home. We can finally sort through all of our garbage. Let's get to Crestfall. Okay. Oh, I leveled up. Nice. What do I want? Point defense weapons, turn rate, armor damage taken, and EMP damage taken reduced. Ooh, some of these are actually kind of nice. Why don't we take... fire control? Seems pretty good. Just do more damage. You can never go wrong with doing more damage. Who needs things like utility when you can just smash things harder? Okay, let's go here. Okay, let's sort through this. My goodness, what a nightmare. Okay. I don't need the steel. Let's get rid of that. What else do I not need here? We don't need the transmutonics. We definitely don't need this Byzantine wine. We need more crew members, so I'm just gonna buy a giant stack of these forced enlisted members. Buy some Marines. Okay, what else do we need? Storage. Let's dump all of our weapons in here. We've gotten so many weapons. Okay, oh my lord, it's just so many pages of weapons. Okay, drop all that off in here. And then... let's use up as many of these as we can. Blueprint, 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 blueprint. Okay. Mod spec. Okay, so we got all that. What's next? Okay, fleet. I can't take all these with us that I have, so we're gonna deposit something. Let's see. I do want to take all of these with us, but I can't. I have to drop something. I want to try this new one. I'm gonna drop off this. I'm gonna drop off the phase ship. This is pretty strong, and this is, I believe, Risten's ship. But we're gonna give Risten the other one. Oh wait, it's a robot. We'll give Risten something else. I'm gonna put Risten in a cataphract. That's fun. Let's do that instead. Risten can be in the cute little cataphract. Do I have any small ships that I can take with me? Not really. What is this? What is this thing? I have to sort through this again. I wish there was an auto sort button for this. Okay. Auto fit. Okay, so two things first. One, it does need to have access to that stupid augmented field drive. That has to get built in immediately. I really don't care. That I will not run this thing if it's that slow. Okay, so let's say I auto build it. What is it gonna do? Twin howitzers, rift torpedo launchers. What is this weapon from? I don't think I've seen this. Jesus Christ. I see human cities and bones unmade, so that none and nothing are left that may praise the Creator. No temple remains to house the shrine, and none live to remember the words, and then nothing is holy, and all is profane. Alright, chill. The Book of Lud Vision 7-2. The Luds are kind of nutty. Volatile particle. This thing is basically whatever overpowered weapons I have. I kind of want to see this in action. Hold on. I want to run a sim. I really want to run a sim on this thing. Throw in one of these things. No fighting. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, this thing's range. What is? Oh, that's the Inferno Bore. Oh. Okay, so it flings the little missile there. That thing, right? Okay. That's insane. Oh my, wait, that thing is actually kind of nutty. Wait, hold on. I want to run another sim. I want to run another sim with this. Probably just deletes everything. Yeah, that thing just dies so quickly. And the cooldown is super fast too. It's barely using any energy for this either. Because part of the thing too is that the energy is mostly going, like, blocking is going to the shield walls that we have here, so there's not really a need to actually. Oh, you don't even have a shield. What is this supernova subsystem? What does this do? Oh, it turns you into a bomb, right? Is that what that does? Hold on, this is. What does this do specifically? What does Blaster Square from a now unrecognizable capital hull shattered into endless pieces? I really need to know what this does. Let's deploy this, and then I'm immediately gonna. Shoot, I meant to turn off all my weapons. We're gonna stop auto fire on all of these. Okay, I need to know. I need to know. Okay, so that's fine. So let's also recall everything. We're just gonna move up, and then if I press supernova, what happens? Okay, so we start charging up. Oh, it really does just do like an AoE explosion. That's it. Yeah, okay, that's it. So it is just an AoE explosion around you. Also, you can kind of just abuse it by doing all this other stuff, but it's a whole different problem. So that thing does a pretty good amount of damage. I think that's really good for clearing out small chaff. This thing is just something else. Oh yeah, that thing's gone. All right, well that's definitely a ship. I guess we'll just run it exactly as is. I don't really see a reason to finagle it any more than this, but it is kind of funny to look at. All right, this, I don't know what Dawn Tide is, but this thing is insane. Okay. I don't know, you can look at this for a bit. I'm gonna use the restroom because I've been meaning to use the restroom for quite some time, so I will return momentarily. Just gaze upon how beautiful this thing is, and I'll see if I can come up with a name. Otherwise, if you have a name, anime character suggestion, let me know. All right, we're gonna keep this ship with us. I'm gonna call it the Tabitha. What is the character's name? Full name? Tabitha de. Or I think it's like Tabitha de Orlean. From the hit anime Zero no Tsukaima, which is my favorite anime of all time. Yes, Tabitha. Well, her full name is Charlotte Hélène Orléans de. I don't think I have the rest of it. That's fine. We'll just call it the Tabitha de Gallia. I'm not gonna call it the Fortnite Battle Pass because I don't care about Fortnite. Fortnite is a game that exists for some reason that it continues to be popular because kids keep paying money into it, and I have no intention of supporting such a ridiculous game. Why would I? I have no reason to. I don't care about the game. I was about to buy 1 million credits worth of supplies. Do I really want to do that? Actually, not the worst idea, technically. Oh wait, I know what I can do. Can't I just ask for a, hey, I would like to request one of these goobers I'm pretty sure has a supply package. There we go. Yes, I would love this supply package. Delivered into our ships, thank you very much. Okay, and then I'll just leave the ones I can't use in storage, so we don't need this much supply. We can drop off like at least 5k. Somewhere in here. Oh my god. Was there a max size for what I can dump in here? Okay, drop 5k and then drop another stack of fuel and another stack of fuel because I don't have that many tankers with me. Perfect. Okay. All right. What else do I need to do before we continue on our merry adventurous way? Let's go to storage. Drop off more weapons. We need more crew members. I need to press gang maybe this many crew members into our fleet. That's fine. As long as we're below 800, we're Gucci. Okay. All right. I want to give these things proper weapons. Now, this is... I want to get another cataphract. So we got to find the Armatura planet, or we can try to make some. I think we might have the capacity to make them. Let me double check. Oh, I forgot about this. I forgot we had a black site project to make something that I don't remember. Okay. We can also research more things. Let's see, urban throughput systems. Oh, we can build train stations. Okay, I'm not gonna say no. Let's build train stations. I love train stations. Okay. Okay, so can I actually build? Do I have? I don't have any technology. Oh, I have one. I can make a single Koto ECM class standard cataphract, which is not terribly exciting, but it is a thing. It's an electronics warfare one. All right. Where do we actually find Armatura items? That's the real question. So we're going to go here. So Greywind says Mia's Star, or I could probably just keep looking and just see if any of these things say Armatura. But I don't know where Mia's Star would be. Centralia, Thule, a lot of Persean stuff. There's a lot of HMI things now too. Does it actually come with a faction? It should, right? I have to see. Nice. I love the YouTube emotes. I really wish Twitch had nice emotes like YouTube. YouTube has really cute ones. They really nailed it. Let me Google this real fast. Armatura. Mia's Star. Or not. Hollow Hall. This might be... Is this part of an update that I don't have yet? Let me see. I really wish that they would tell me where to start. How are you doing, Havel? Welcome aboard, comrade. We're trying to figure out where to start our next quest for Armatura. But I have no idea where to actually start, which is kind of the main problem. Where would I start? I don't even think my version's up to date, by the way. I'm pretty sure my version of this mod is very much not up to date. Or actually it is. Yeah, no, I'm good then. Oh, where do I even start? Where do I even start with this thing? I appreciate it, Grimo. Don't worry. I'm glad people. I am glad people are watching on YouTube when they feel it necessary. I know Garm has to watch on YouTube because he's been having issues with the Twitch for quite some time. You're doing fairly well. Well, welcome aboard. Hopefully you enjoy your time. There's no Armatura faction. Okay. So where would you start with trying to do the mech suit stuff? There's got to be a quest line that is the beginning of this. Let me think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Greywin's still here. That he could maybe provide some insight, but otherwise I might just have to find something else. I know we have Wingcom, which is like another function that we have. I think that's on Garm's ship, the Alina Clover, which does have a Wingcom suite, which is great. I actually don't know how strong let's see here. How do we actually check this quality? Oh, you can actually check your Wingcom suite this way. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Let's see. Maybe my option is I just have to go around and try to buy it from any of these stations, I guess. Realistically, would probably be the best option. If there's anything to buy, which might not be able to find anything worth buying here. Storage research facility, that's fine. And I think I was dumping my ships into the wrong category again, because of course I was. Good lord. I was like, where's all my ships? They're in the wrong category. That's fine, I don't think it matters. Okay, we're gonna go fly over to... we're gonna fly over to the Auroran area real quick, and then maybe we'll start making our way up to the northern part of the map, and we'll see what we want to do from there. But yeah, this game is... like I said, I like Starsector, but sometimes it just gets a little much. But I definitely want to see if I can find this stupid ship. I want more mech suits. We're not finding them, and I don't know where the quest line is. I'm being told Mia's Star, but I don't know where Mia's Star is. There's so many... Oh wait, there it is. Oh wait, let's try... Okay, let's go that way. Maybe it's there the whole time, and I just haven't been paying attention. Let's go this way. We don't need to do any other quests at the moment anyways. I just want to see if I can get mech suits. Okay, I'll just dodge this real quick. I think part of the problem too is like my game lags because I am playing with some ridiculous mods that probably don't need to be played with. That's again a bit of my own fault. Thankfully, when the new version drops, I'm gonna be forced to do low mods. Hello, Vetus. How are we doing? We're doing pretty good. I'm trying to find mech suits from Armatura, which I've been playing with for a while, and we have a few cataphracts, but I would like to find more cataphracts. I'm being told, come to Mia's Star. So we've come to Mia's Star and seeing what we can find here. Don't know what's in here, but we'll see. Go start at the Fringe. Probably safer. Okay. The Dusk Keepers. Okay, is there a planet? There's a abandoned station, Hollow Hall. Okay. Go this way. I mean, they're not really attacking us. They just want to say hi? Hello. The Duskkeeper fleet maneuvers to prevent you. Okay. The feed opens to weaving patterns that settle into the shape of an AI persona crest, and a calm voice comes through. Greetings, Starfarer. By authority of the Domain Ministry of Intelligence, he says almost mockingly, you are invited to submit to a mandatory cargo scan before you may freely explore this heavily guarded star system marked with a high danger warning beacon. But why? Seems to ponder your question for a moment, then speaks with a lackadaisical air. Just in case you, I don't know, intend to detonate a planet killer device on the world of Hollow. Aren't I carrying a planet killer? One of the means you're talking about. This game looks interesting. Have you not played this? Well, it's a very cool game. It's basically, if you ever play Mountain Blade or anything like those adventure games, it's like an RPG space adventure top down with a lot of cool space battles. Okay, no contraband. Oh, look, he says immediately, you're clear. What a surprise. I'll flag your compliance to the proxies and to Annex Seraph. If you're in a charitable mood, pay her visit at Hollow Hall. If you need a resupply, go to that forward ship orbiting Gore's little lie, and Echo Inadvertent will see to you. If a pirate flotilla comes chasing after you, come crying to me. Have a pleasant day, Child of Terra. What sort of AI are you? It's a secret, Lamau XD. Do you know what a Banshee is? Shardnet Crux, the big lady in charge of us. Okay, got it. I have no plan on fighting this guy, so we're just gonna... He was very nice. He's a very kind individual. Let's go explore these planets. Let's go exploring. I want to see what cool treasures on a planet called Desecrator's Rest might have. Ah, the surprise was that there was no treasure. All right. Oh, shit, okay. The Perseians want to kill our planet again. Oh gosh, we actually have to fight it too. It's about, let's see, okay, so they wouldn't arrive for another 100 days. So we probably don't have to engage with that right now, but we do need to get ready to deal with that fleet, because I don't like it when they're causing problems in my area. Oh yeah, took all that stockpile, that's fine. Gore's little lie. We're gonna survey this, nothing of note. What do we have here? A holdout forge ship. Okay, this is basically a shop. Oh my gosh, we're just talking to the AI. This is Sam Altman's dream. We're just talking to AI people. Oh, they actually have a decent amount of supplies that I actually do want to buy that. Yeah, that's fine. Do they have any ships worth buying? A bunch of drones, but that's about it. Nothing of note here. All right, let's go check out the other bits of pieces we can find in this system. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Before I do that, I have unlocked trains. And what better way to embrace cool parts of our colonies than by building train stations? Okay, so you get a central maglev hub. Oh my god, it's 500,000 to build. Yellow beacon. Okay. I'm not looking for exotech so much. I'm mostly looking for armor armatura, but I don't know where to start to find it. That's kind of my issue. Yeah, let's build this. That's fine. I want a maglev hub on all of my colonies. Where's my colony command? But hello there, Dragon Magic. Welcome to our very normal Starsector stream, where it's just a bastardized weeb nonsense. It's fine. I don't think any of my other colonies... You definitely can't put one on the station, can you? Oh, I did. You can put it on a station. That's really funny. That's fine. Throw this on there. No, I actually have no idea where to start the Arma questline is the problem. Survey this. Sense of ruins. I like ruins. Okay, that's fine. And I'll go to the abandoned Astropolis. Your fleet abandons it. Oh, let's expand. Let's expect the cargo dock. There is nothing of note. Cool. This thing has been mostly abandoned for forever. Okay. There's nothing here. We can refit. There's a dock. Not much going on here either. All right. Let's answer the call. You open a comm link. Your comms officer configuring the protocol. Oh wait, all armor under the Gamlen. Okay, I'll look for the Gamlen system. Thank you. I had no idea where to start. A fleet. I guess the sector hasn't forgotten Hollow Hall after all. Most of us are stuck here at Hollow Hall, living day to day. It's a wonder most of us are even alive, honestly. I beg of you, take this place, Hollow Hall. It's no place to live. Not with the total collapse of society, with every meal possibly our last, with packs of raiders and looters seizing everything and everyone they can get their hands on. Please take us away from this world. We'll wait on your fleet, all 89 of us. We will be eternally grateful. Sure. Wasn't there like some lady I was supposed to talk to here? I don't... Okay. There's not really much here for us. I guess we'll just... Okay, so what is this planet? The Gamlen in the southwest part of the core. Okay. Okay. Oh, the core. Oh, here we go. It's owned by pirates and independents. Probably New Mishan is probably our destination. So let's go to the system of New... Let's go to New Mishan. Perhaps there we can go buy some really cool cataphracts. I want more cataphracts in my fleet. I got like 2, and they're really cool. They're really janky to use. All right. Alrighty, how far is that? Maybe we'll not terminate this run after all. Maybe I'll let this run last. This was initially going to be like the finale for this run, because I've already done most of what I want to do, and we kind of just run over most things. But maybe I can be convinced to let this run exist for a bit longer until the new patch drops, when then we can do all the whole expanded difficulty length thingy. Alright. Oh, I missed it. Okay. Okay, we wanna hop in here. Oh, it's all in the storylines. I mean, that's fine. Usually things get locked behind storylines. All right, new mission. That's true. All right, fine. We'll keep the run going for a few more streams, maybe another couple weeks or so. Wow, look at all these people. All right, let's see. There is a charismatic woman who's a pirate person. Let's see. The rugged woman is a mercenary officer from Arma. This is probably the plot. I'm pretty sure I'm running the latest version, yeah. Dawn glances up as you approach, a lazy grin tugging at the corner of her mouth. Well now, look what the cat coughed up. Here to draw a spell, are ya? You settle into the chair opposite, matching her easy posture. The two of you trade stories, some offered freely, others left to linger between the lines. The scars etched across her face say plenty, though she leaves the worst of it unsaid. Tales of contracts gone sideways, blah 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 blah. Sounds like you're patch of trouble, might be able to lend you a hand. Okay, this is probably AI generated. I don't want to say that, but something about this is screaming it, and I think it's the callers. All right, let's see. Okay, so she's now a contact, so what you have to do now is we have to go here, we have to set her up as a contact. Yeah, we'll burn the story point. Wow, 1 story point to make a contact. Crazy. Okay, and then we're gonna go back here. We're gonna go, there's anything to buy here actually. Ah, here we go. Armatura. Oh, I can buy a carrier for this. Teleports a single vessel in need with a Strikecraft hull mod back to the carrier, allowing them to be critically retrofitted and relaunched. So, okay, wait. An ASV Chimera Trihanda mobile armor. Okay. And then the Alest Wingman custom cataphract. I think it's really stupid. You just burn a story point to fix it anyways, so it doesn't even matter 90% of the time. What am I at in terms of deployment points? Probably I can afford to deploy both of these, right? This is 8 and this is 9. Yeah, sure, I got credits. Okay, what did I just buy? I should probably actually pay attention to what I'm buying. Okay, so we have this thing. Let's go retrofit it. This is a This mech has been thoroughly overhauled by the Tritachyon Corporation. Tritachyon compliant software patches have been installed, which are fully integrated with TriPad status monitoring protocols, and high-spec flux conduit upgrades performed. Weapon attachments points refurbished for mounting advanced energy weapons. Following Tritakyon's successful takeover of Arma's infrastructure and assets during the Battle of Meshan in Cycle 94, they rebranded the revamped RA-96 as the Trihanda, in reference to both their own company name and the legendary Einhanda. Oh, so I do want the Fenris. Okay. I have too many ships is the problem. I can't carry all of them. Let me see what this thing does. Special hull mod. Silver Sword, a specialized combat support suite governed by an allegedly Delta-level AI core, which excels in precision strikes, small non-missile weapons, automatically target missiles, and ignore flares, and damage against missiles and fighters increased by 50%. That's kind of nutty. The system is equipped with a manual safety override that can be tripped to forcibly disable all limiters during combat. The hull is incompatible with safety overrides due to limited space. Additional large-scale modifications cannot be added here. Flux coil adjunct increases capacity. That's fine. Okay, so this is a human pilot. Let's throw her in here. Let's see. I don't have any weapons on me. I didn't Might have to take this back. It's got 2 pulse lasers that are built in, and it's got 3 small slots that you could throw in here as well. So you could throw 2 harpoons, a particle gun, and then wait. I just want to run. I want to run a simulation. I want to try this out. Set the weapon groups up correctly. I'm kind of curious how this would fare against a. How much damage could this do against a, let's say, a packed cruiser? I'm kind of curious. God, these oh, that's kind of sick. Okay. So this is set to not fire, so it's not gonna hit us, but I do like how a lot of this is just independently animated. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's right. I mean, obviously, very generic pulse lasers aren't gonna really do much, but it is pretty good at harassing things. And this thing ain't here to do tons of damage. Interesting. Okay. The pulse lasers kind of suck. But it does put a lot of pressure on low-end ships. I don't think I like harpoons that much, quite frankly. I'd probably just get rid of the harpoons and just throw in more energy weapons. I don't think we have anything here that's super useful, but that's probably what I would do. But I guess maybe you could put in, you could probably throw in like the harpoons, maybe. Yeah, I'm just not terribly fond of harpoons in the first place. That's fine. We'll just throw it in there. Okay, we'll leave that be. This one is what is this thing? Okay. 2nd generation cataphract, the Alest S2 is tailored for elite pilots and optimized for CQC combat, where split-second aggression could decide the outcome of battle. Its design favors rapid, high-intensity strikes at the cost of structural resilience, leaving little margin for error. A chest-mounted harpoon system allows the frame to reel in lighter. Oh, interesting. That's a lot of lore that I'm not going to read right now out loud, but it's got a bunch of built-in weapons, primarily a Vulcan cannon and the Moonlight, which I believe is deals full damage immediately on contact, slightly pushing the user back. Interesting. Let's auto-fit this real quick. Good God, what is this thing? Let's try this out. I want to see this in action. I want to see this in action. Let's run the sim. Let's see. I want to see this against a Paragon. Okay. Whoa! What the heck was that? Okay, so the phase. Oh, okay. So the phase lines is literally a laser. That does exactly what you think it does. Okay, next is. Let's see what we got. So we have the harpoons and everyone's favorite missiles. Fantastic stuff. Does damage. Okay. Vulcan mini cannon. So if you get in really close range. Okay, hold on. What is a pile bunker? Oh my gosh. What is that? What did I just use? What is this thing? Fuller auto. Okay, wait. So pile bunker is, oh, this is a melee weapon. Oh, this is literally a melee weapon. So I assume it's you just go in and you like punch it. That's awesome. Okay, what else we got? The harpoon, which is on chest mounted harpoon missile. Oh, yeah, okay, that's the one you kind of like it latches, you latch onto it. I see the gimmick. Okay, so you can latch on and then you can use your pile bunker and then you can punch it. And then fuller auto, yeah, it just makes you auto more. That's kind of, this is actually kind of interesting. I like that punching thing. Now, granted, one alone is not going to kill this thing, but you know, in large quantities, I could see this being like a really scary threat, right? Because you can like loop around, switch to your fist, and then at the same time you're still blasting it with whatever weapon you have. That's interesting. That's really interesting, actually. I want to find more. I want to find more of these. Okay. It's being suggested that I purchase the other one. The problem is this thing has a capacity of... What is the deployment point on this thing? 20? I'll be over by 20 points, which is annoying, so I have to probably sell something. What do I not need? Or what can I mothball? I don't think we need these. Some of these like really wacky ships we probably don't need anymore. Let me think here. What do I not want to carry? Why does this elite light carrier from Draconis require 90 points? Why don't we mothball that? Oh wait, no, that's deployment. That's not ordnance. I'm looking for deployment points. 2014. It's not that bad. I gotta nuke something that requires 20. Takishano the Hollow. I guess we knock out the Hollow, the Shinoria. I don't want to mothball the Shinoria. I do like this. Let's see. Maybe I just eat the penalty. I can probably just eat the penalty and be fine with it. Prepare. Let's fit it out with whatever we can get our hands on for the time being, and we gotta go back and go protect our stuff. So we'll just auto fit this for now. We'll refit it again when we get back. Oh, that's interesting. So, oh wait, no. You know what we do need to add on this? Hold on, what's the speed? Okay, I know what I need to do. Hold on. If I need one of these things, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw on augmented field drive and sec. I think it was called that. What was it called? Seccom? What was it called? Wingcom. Oh yeah, we're gonna throw a Wingcom suite in here. Okay, and then we're just gonna build in the... What's our... Okay, so we don't need this. Okay, so we're building the augmented drive field. Build in Wingcom. Okay, there we go. Auto fit this. So now it's got all this cool stuff on top of that. Fantastic. And I'm gonna make this commander be Riston. We'll put Riston in here. Okay. Any quests from our friend? Yes, I would like to talk to the administrator. No, you're not good enough yet. Can you tell me more about Armatura? All right, yeah, let's give me more lore. Okay. Armatura wants to... There's a bit of a proofreading dialogue here. Titans of the domain military industrial complex. The reach stretching across fleets and frontier outposts alike. Etc. etc. Now it's Ajikor on New Mashan. A rising world of steel and corporate ambition. Armatura presents itself as a pillar of stability and progress. I'm surprised it's not its own faction. Okay. Received the product portfolio Cycle 200 edition. Give it a god. Let's see. Any work? Yes. Okay, here we go. Ask about what's on the bounty docket. Generally, I like just doing the bounty stuff because that's probably the easiest way to start developing your relationship with someone, so you can start getting more cool quests from them. Easy enough. Just kill a bunch of stuff. Okay, sure. I'll take it. Cool. Let's go buy some fuel, and I guess we'll carry on our magical journey. Interesting. This is quite the ship we have. I am needing to figure out how I'm going to sort my fleet out, though, is the problem. All right, let's go over to the quest, which is... Let's see here. Okay, it's a pirate in Karkara. Should not be that hard. We are taking a supply use penalty of 23% and burn speed. Oh, max burn speed is reduced. I guess I should probably mothball something. I hate having to mothball things. I think I do have to mothball something that costs 20. I guess we're gonna mothball Xanth's ship for now, the Richard the Lionheart. A little tragic, but I need to be able to get there fast, to my destination fast, so we'll just kind of bunga bunga our way through there. Just eat the cost. We have so much supply at this point, it doesn't even matter. I am glad that we have all the cool stuff now after so long. I think this is what, our 8th episode of this run? So it's nice that we have access to fun stuff. Okay, and now that we're getting a lot of the wings as well, that could be fun. I think all of our carriers should really have Wingcom installed. I think it's more fun when you have, you know, the story of, oh, this ship has its own unique carrier group, or, you know, wing group. God, I really am terrible at airplane-related things. I really should play more wing games. I've been meaning to finish Project Wingman, but I never got around to playing more of it after I streamed it that one time. Maybe one day I'll get around to it. Let's not jump in the middle, because that's bad. That's usually how we die. Let me drink my water. Yeah, we gotta start figuring out this shenanigans. I would like to maybe not run as many capitals in the future, but I just can't get away from running more capitals every time. Because capitals are so cool. Alright, there's a target we're gonna have to hunt down here. So I guess we'll just kind of ping around until we find him. You gotta be somewhere. Stop. Let's hit this thing. Hack this. Thank you very much. Okay. Where is the target? It's not like there's anything else left on these planets that aren't even fully surveyed, unless there's ruins that no one bothered to check. Let's see. Oh, right. I forgot this internal security mode. I want this guy to deal with that. Where is this goober? He's somewhere in here, but that's about it. Okay, they're not telling me where they're located. I gotta go. Oh, there we go. I see a fleet. Nope, that's not it. I guess we'll just make our way towards the pirate fleet and we'll see what's going on there. Also, we have a couple research things. We could do luxury civic planning for a resort center or twin economy protocols, which I think we'll do. Oh wait, it's already, yeah, that's fine. That's all we can afford anyways. Where is this thing? Is that the fleet? A lot of unidentified fleets that don't want to tell me who they are. They're all pirates anyways. Ugh. Okay. Where is this target? Oh wait, I have an idea. I forgot the other thing I can do is I can turn on the transphotonics nonsense, and that usually will help us identify things. Oh, what is this thing? Oh, that's kind of cute. Emits an encrypted communication pulse calling for aid. Outrider Annex Courser will arrive to the system and escort you for 45 days fighting with you. That's interesting. Turn on the neutrino detector. Okay, so we're just gonna go down here until I can find this target. We could kill the pirates, but it's not that big of a deal. They're mostly annoying. Okay. Gotta hunt down this thing. Can I make this mine? Yeah, give me this. Where is this target? I'm gonna lose the quest. I'm just gonna run to this fleet. I'm just gonna kill them. All right. Exploded. Yeah, cool. Okay. Oh, hold on. There's a fleet there. Is that it? Ah, here we go. That is a big fleet, actually. All right. Well, we need more combat anyways. I want more violence. Let's go kill this. Okay. Want a comm link? Cool. They don't really have much to say. Move into engage. Okay. I will send myself in. Actually, I have an idea. Let's. Oh, this thing is not prepared. I did not set this thing's combat readiness up. I gotta fix that. All right, we'll send in these things. I haven't named them yet, so we'll send those in. Send the nano. Send in these two small ones, and I'll send myself on the Megumine. And probably don't need more than that. We'll send the other cataphract. Send in all of our cataphracts. We got like 4 cataphracts now. Send in the Yogenri. This is like honestly overkill. We don't need this many ships in this combat, but it's more fun when I have more big things. Alright, let's see what we can do. I've never seen this in action, so I am kind of curious to see how that carrier, essentially for cataphracts, will operate. Alright, let's start blasting. Should be something along those lines. We should be able to start ripping and tearing through. Ah, look at that. Look at the cataphract fights. Oh, there's even a cataphract duel going on. Where am I? Okay. Cataphracts are dueling. We're smashing aside any of the AI shenanigans that we're dealing with, and we're getting ready to fire our own weapons. I don't like using the Megumine as much. I really should start using other ships. The only main reason I use this thing is that this thing's mini brief spam is just way too dang good. And I meant to target that one, and those mini breeds are coming, essentially making a U-turn and ready to blow up on us, which is a bad thing. Also, there's a ghost ship here, so I gotta deal with that now too. Okay, fling the semis. Yeah, I can't hide from all of those semi-breves. Oh. Never mind, I missed. Wow, that thing is just, it's just going. Okay, we'll pull back a little bit. I think what we'll do is we'll just do full assault. I don't need to make this any more difficult than it needs to be. Yeah, so just like using the Megumin, it's the fact that its only major gimmick is fling giant missiles is fun, but it gets a little old, and that's kind of my biggest gripe. It's fun still when it works like that. That did a pretty good job for a mini brief shot. Nasty. This ship needs like to be redesigned. Oh boy. Yeah. Its CQC combative capabilities are just a little rough. That thing is annoying. You can't hide in null space forever. You can hide. Not forever though. Alright, this fight's more or less done. I guess we're just running them over. Cool. Not too bad. And now we're gonna start the route that gets this character to like us more. Great. And I guess we're just chasing down the stragglers. Yeah, sure, why not just pursue them. And we only lost one of the cataphracts. I could get another. No, that's it. Okay. Get my stuff. Okay. Infidave does get to level up. Congratulations, Infidave. You get to be one of the few level ups today. Except I can't remember what you're piloting. What the heck are you piloting? Okay. What am I gonna give you? I don't remember. I think your ship uses, I want to say it's energy weapons primarily, so we're gonna give you energy mastery, and we should probably level up Alana, who gets access to, I guess, polarized armor. Xanth gets to level up with combat endurance. Airman Joker gets to level up with target analysis. Marksman gets to level up with, I don't know, gunnery implants is probably fine. Havel, I think, is using one of our capitals, so we'll probably give Havel access to... my guess is probably ordnance expertise. And then Greywind, who's got that giant big old boomstick, which I don't even know what that thing is. Oh shoot, I accidentally swapped your ships. Oh shoot. Okay, wait, hold on. I messed up. Oh no. Okay, hold on. I messed up. I messed up the assignments. Okay, so I think... Okay, first of all, this should be Greywind's big giant boomstick. I can figure out which one of these is Greywind's portrait. Okay, it's this one. Okay, and then Havel, I think, pilots the Haruhi. Is that right? And then this NPC type character pilots one of the other things. Griston gets that one. I think that's correct. Yeah, okay, that sounds about right. Okay, cool. Exactly. Your big ship does need to make big booms. That's how it works. And then this thing is just a mess, and I don't know why this thing is not recovering, but let's set it to combat readiness. How does this thing actually not recover? Set it to 80. Okay. I don't really care. That's fine. Okay. Well, we did what we had to do. We're gonna go back because we gotta go protect our home planet, so we have to hope we have enough fuel to get back to Taroa, but my guess is we probably won't. But we're gonna try. We need to return home and protect ourselves. Yeah, I know. I need to trim some of the capitals. I'm just so used to running like a bajillion capitals. We're gonna go back to our home system and maybe figure out how we're gonna finagle this. All right, we gotta get back without burning through too much fuel now. I'm so glad that when they do the new update, slipstreams will use way less fuel, which is so nice. The fact that slipstreams require you to use a lot of fuel is kind of annoying. We're just gonna bounce around a little bit. I don't really care about the supply cost at this point. probably make a stop. I don't remember if they like us. Does Sindrian Fuel like us? Yes. Okay, we're just gonna go buy fuel at the local gas station. My favorite planet, the Asconians, because they're just like, hey, you like gasoline? We like gasoline. Here, you can have some gasoline. It really is, yeah. There is just a ton of fun options. All right. Yeah, you like gas? I love gasoline. I actually got to go buy some gas for my car probably tomorrow, which is going to be annoying. I did see gas prices have been dropping, which is kind of nice. Thank God. Okay, I don't know why this thing's combat readiness just... Is this just perpetually at 0? Why does it just stay at 0? Hold on, I just want to see why this thing will not be usable. It just caps at 0. There's got to be something wrong with this ship that I'm not understanding. Maybe there's like a certain plot line or something I don't have yet. There's an automated points limit? I didn't even know there was an automated points limit. I might actually be over the cap then. Alright, let's go buy some fuel. I'm just gonna buy the whole stack. That's fine. You can have your tariffs. I'll sell them. What do I have? You can have the metal and this stuff. Top left corner. I might actually be at the limit then. Fleet menu, top left corner. Am I blind? I don't have any automated points. So that's probably why I can't use this at all. Okay, so in that case, we're gonna unmothball Xanth's ship. Because if I can't use it, what's the point, right? I can use automata ships. But it seemed like I wasn't allowed to. Okay. Automata specifically, got it. Okay. So I can't use this at all because this one has... I don't have the points, basically. Got it. Okay. Okay, well, we got our fuel, so why don't we just continue on our merry way back home. We need more gas. We'll come back to the gas station. Okay. Oh, boy. Yeah, the invasion forces arrived. We gotta get there quickly. I am not losing my home planet. I put in too much effort into maintaining that system. I am not losing it to these stupid Perseians. If they take over my planet, I am going to... Well, I can't glass a planet, unfortunately, because some of our quest characters are too nice and will not allow me to glass their home world, but I will commit crimes that are not glassing a planet. We may just set them back to the Stone Age. Multiple times over. Where's Crestfall? Okay, it's probably over there. Okay, we gotta jump in at that this jump point. It's Crestfall. It's entirely possible Crestfall might have just been protected by the local Auroran Federation, but we'll see. Oh, there's a big fight. All right, let's get in there. All right. All right, who's ready for the biggest fight of the stream? Oh, let me save the game first. Hold on. Who's ready for a big fight? Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm here to fight. Okay. So Kampf Station Crestfall is still around. There's at least one Procelia fighting, as well as multiple light or large freighters. Our entire fleet's basically ready except for Xanth, which is a little unfortunate. Their invasion fleet has mostly been knocked out, aside from a large quantity of cruisers, but they have a lot. I don't see any capitals. I think all their capitals are dead. All right. I am not going to be using the Megumine for this. As much fun as it would be, I'm trying to avoid using it. But I will... Oh, I can't even send that many ships in. There's not enough deployment points allowed. All right. What do I send in then? I guess we send in the Rillaroo, and I'll just take command. And I guess we'll send in the Hollow and... I guess the Lelouch, and that's probably fine. And I will just take command of the Rillaroo, which I have named the Haruhi. And then we just all protect the Kampf Station. This is Ranu, she's smart. Ranu is smart. Ranu also makes fun of me for not finishing things, like how I didn't finish that city that I started doing in City Skylines. I should probably get around to finishing that at some point. If I did stream City Skylines today, I probably would have been doing that. I've been watching a lot of City Skylines videos, and I've been having a huge hankering to just do city builds for quite some time. Got digital drawing pad? Ooh, congrats. What'd you end up getting? Something cheap like a Huon, or something fancy like a Wacom? Okay, here we go. All right, let the great defense begin. We're slowing down to speed 1, which is really, the game is forcibly slowing us down. It's probably a speed point half. All right, time dilation is active. I can't stop it from happening. This thing is, we just gotta rip through their entire fleet. A lot of our ships are actually getting deleted too, at least our allies. Oh, shoot, I crashed into that. Yikes. A UG M708. Can't say I've ever heard of that brand, but I might look into it. Okay. Let's see what we can do. What do we have access to on this? I got a lot of missiles, and I've got a... Yeah, it's basically missiles. Okay. What else should just move up here? Okay, now we're ready. We're going to see if we can focus fire that stupid one. Alright, fling as many missiles as I reasonably can afford to fling, and let the game figure out how the pathing should be. Okay. Like, our main firing guns are at least doing a lot of damage to these small ones. We're just ripping it through with just sheer firepower. It's on the screenless ones. I mean, that makes sense. If you got, like, I have a screened drawing tablet. It's very expensive. Actually, it's not even that expensive. I think it's like 130 bucks at the time, but nowadays it's probably way more pricey. They are fun to use, though. $40 is actually a really good entry. I will say it's good that you're starting with a screenless one, because you got to make sure you really enjoy it before you commit to buying the screened ones. Jesus Christ, that actually is a lot. We're actually a little too far ahead. I'm going to pull back. I'm seeing... Oh my lord, what is that thing? Mithuna class standard variant. Okay. My very first art tablet was the basic Wacom, but it is really nice. I like my Huon, but it has a really annoying amount of parallax, which is what you kind of get for having like a cheaper art tablet. Unfortunately, that's just kind of how it works. Maybe we'll do an art stream someday. Would you all like an art stream where you can watch me be bad at art, and I'll complain about being bad at art for the entire 4 hours, but then I'll actually draw something that actually doesn't look that bad? But because I have such low confidence in my own ability to draw, I'm just going to complain that it looks awful. That's how every artist is. Well, that's just how I am. Not every artist, really. Okay. God, it's like Space Invaders. The more enemies we kill, the faster the game starts to run. The problem is there's that giant ghost capital ship in the back that no one's killed yet, and it's just running away. But you know what? As long as you're practicing, just keep practicing. And I know there's not a lot of people that talk on the art channel, but you're always free to post on the art channel on Discord, and someone is probably bound to react or say something about it. And you're always free to ask for art advice or something. Okay. We're gonna call in... We're gonna call in Greywind's abomination of a ship. Alright, we gotta start dealing with this. See if we can kill this thing. This is a Glory of the Stars Elysium class thingy, which if I just fling a bajillion more missiles at it, I'm pretty sure we can just rip it apart. It's being gunned down by our primary guns anyways, which is great. So we can probably just keep gunning this, ripping it apart quickly. More or less dying, armor's down, it's just taking hold. Oh my gosh, the Shinoria fell. Whoa, fully exploded too, that's not good. I don't know if I have any missiles ready to go. I'm just gonna see if I can fling. Okay, the Hellhide is overloaded, so we could probably... This is probably exposed now. Yes. Yes! More damage! More bullets! Okay. Fantastic. I love that the solution to everything is just fling more bullets at the thing. Go back. We got a hard vent. Uh-oh. Oh no. Hello. I seem to have lost a couple seconds of connection momentarily. Hopefully it's fixed now. Oh gosh, it's back again. How bad is it? Am I still losing connection? Hello? Okay, that was weird. I think local internet might be dropping a bit. Alright, let's go in there and finish ripping them apart. Okay, I think they're mostly dead at this point. I'm pretty sure what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do full assault, and we're just gonna run them over, and then we'll just chase down the last of the stragglers, and it's not much else to go. Perfect. Yeah, once their anchor died, which was the capital, it just became a lot quicker. I'm definitely not going to be playing with 400 DP deployment all the time. It's fun every now and again, but it is very, very grindy. I like the big bombastic battles, but maybe we need to stop doing the big bombastic battles on stream. Anyways, yeah. Hey, look, as long as you're practicing, remember, things like TADC and Has Been Hotel basically started from someone doodling. Anything's possible, as long as you're willing to put the effort in. Okay, so we're attacking again. Oh, we're defending more? Okay. You know what? I want to use the funny ship that is Greywinds. I want to use it. I want to use this. What does your ship actually do? Hello, Limeware. How are you doing, comrade? Alright, I actually haven't gotten a chance to actually fire anything of yours. So I am, like, genuinely curious how this railgun operates. Okay. It doesn't fire 100 missiles, but it does have a lot of... Actually, it has a lot of very straight in front of it weapons that just blast things into oblivion. Assault. Yeah, that's fine. I don't even know if we'll be able to get to fight, because this thing is kind of slow. Augmented jets can only get you so far, so fast. I'm trying to find a way around all this so we can partake. Never mind, the enemy fleet all died. We're not fast enough. Okay. We gotta join the engagement again and try to knock them all out. All right. What if we send the fastest of our ships? Maybe that's the solution. Whatever moves quickly just needs to run up there and just start blasting. Deploy all, full assault. Yep. Let's hop in one of the cataphracts. I don't think this one has a pilot, so I will be the pilot on this one. All right. Where am I? Here's my little cataphract. It's got harpoons, it's got particle guns, and it's got the pulse laser. So it's got a decent amount of stuff. It's not the most exciting thing. Still don't really know what this silver sword does. I assume it just makes the gun shoot more rapidly. Oh my god, that overheat me? Oh, it does. These new kid shows are sure something. Yeah, exactly. My Little Cataphract. Have you not seen the hot new show? It's all the kids are into nowadays. My Little Cataphract. You see, they decided that they needed to merge the viewer base. You see, it's a common misconception that My Little Pony is actually marketed towards little girls. My Little Pony is actually marketed towards I feel like there's no way to say this that's gonna sound incredibly weird, and I was trying to make a joke, but I'm like, this probably is not gonna go well, so I'm just gonna not say anything. Never mind. You see, there's the actual thing that they're trying to do is they realize that a large quantity of the My Little Pony fan base is actually men of approximately 20 to 30 years old, so they decided, why not combine those fan bases into, as they try to get little girls into giant mechas, and thus they have created the My Little Cataphract TV franchise, where everyone, whether you're a little girl or an older man or an older girl or a younger man, can all engage in the joy of hopping into a giant suit of metal and fighting for your very life. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with this. It was a really bad joke that I was like trying to think how to make this funny, and I was like, this is not actually funny. These cataphracts are fun to use, actually. Whee! Look at me! I'm just going around and just blasting. Woo! It's actually kind of fun. You know what's funny? It kind of does. I like Lyrical Nanoha. I recommend Lyrical Nanoha to people if you like fun. I will say, I think one of my favorite Magical Girl franchises, if you're ever looking for one to watch, is I really, really recommend Yuki Yuna. Is probably my favorite one aside from Madoka. Yeah, I know you'd probably be like, why not go watch Sailor Moon the OG? Well, because I don't want to watch Sailor Moon the OG. I want to watch sad, depressing Magical Girl where using power comes at a cost. could recover. Oh my gosh, what is this? A heavy stand? Yeah, I'll recover that. That's fine. Is there anything here I want? Not really. I don't want a super tanker. I don't need another rail beam cruiser thing. Sure, I'll recover those. Okay. What a mess that was. But we did it, and we have defeated the invasion from the Perseians. Oh yeah, no, Sailor Moon was very progressive for its time. I know that much. Trust me, Race told me a lot. Okay, let's go salvage through that. Okay, we're now hostile towards Tritachyon. Oh great. Didn't realize that was gonna happen. Okay. And the US release created incest. I'm not even surprised. US censorship is so funny. Every time I hear, like, especially back in the day when 4Kids TV was doing a lot of the Western localizations for a lot of these anime and TV series, it's just so funny because they didn't, like, I get why they did it, because they need to make it more palatable towards a Western audience, but the whole, this is onigiri, this is a rice ball, but no, it's actually a jelly donut. It's like, it sounds really stupid because it is, but at the same time, I don't really fault 4Kids for doing that type of thing, because, you know, now we live in a very connected world today. Well, here's the thing, like, we live in a very connected world with the internet and everything, but I think when you're marketing to kids, especially in a country like the United States, you have to kind of make sure the parents are on board with it, right? And a lot of Americans, especially back then, aren't exactly well-seasoned international travelers or attuned to international culture, like something like Pokemon. They just think it's a cartoon and it's a kid's thing. You show them a rice ball, they're not gonna know what this is. So if you say, and you can't really use a lot of Japanese words either, because even though it's a Japanese show, because now you're showing it in America. That's why you gotta be like, oh, you can't say it's a rice ball, you can't say it's onigiri. No, this is a jelly-filled donut. And I know they've also done a lot of, like, they literally drew over certain frames where instead of showing a rolling onigiri down a hill, they switch it to a, submarine sandwich, things like that. Oh no, I'm just talking about 4Kids shenanigans, but I think Sailor Moon, I know, like, one of the big contentions too was, like, the outfit was, like, too skimpy and that type of thing. I don't remember the specifics for Sailor Moon censorship because I was never that deep into Sailor Moon. I know Ray was at some point. They didn't censor that. Oh, what parts did they censor then? I don't need this. This or this or this. Actually, I kind of want to hold on to all these. You never know when I have a planet that's gonna want these. Nanoforges. Let's see. Auroran Dimensional Nanoforge. It's powered by the new Forge TX 3060. Haha, I get it. Anime cut of the face of Sailor Moon was really a Romeo and Juliet story, and the Princess Serenity literally unalived herself with an Endymion sword. Oh. Yeah, you're not allowed to. I don't think you can show suicide on TV, like, for any TV show. Like, I think back then, especially for cartoons, especially that's gonna be marketed towards children, you can't have death like that. I think. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure about, like, the specific rules for this type of thing back then, because I was a kid. But I know that, like, they're very particular. Because, like, for example, Avatar: The Last Airbender had a lot of characters die, but you literally cannot show the death on screen. It has to be completely off screen or implied. That's how they were able to get away with it when they were developing that show. And yeah, a lot of LGBT characters in Sailor Moon at the time. Well, yeah, I mean, that is actually really cool that was a thing. Because especially nowadays, where you have a lot of, I'm not gonna get into it, but there's a lot of people that would very much like to not see that happen at all. But back then, it was very progressive, yeah. The US made them cousins. Oh, okay, so they're just... so that's what you meant with the whole... We're implying, things. Implying aspects of it that, I know what you mean. Oh, we finished this project. We gained a Guardian class vessel. Okay. Can we do the other one? Moat and track. Wait, what does this do? I got a new ship. Oh. What the fuck is this thing? The Halcyon Skies Guardian class strike drone battleship from Explorarium. Okay, it's an automated ship. Advanced targeting core, hull mod. The heck does this thing do? It is big, it's chunky. It's got 5 large slots, 8 mediums, and 8 smalls. Interesting. They made it to the US unlike it until like a decade later. Ah, okay. Well, I guess nowadays, hopefully they aren't gonna localize things like that anymore, where they kind of change the original intent. Although that does sometimes still happen. I think a lot of days, I think localization companies know that people generally want the authentic experience, so they try not to mess up too much of the localization. I will say I don't watch localizations and English dubs 90% of the time. I'm very much I will just watch the subs and stuff like that. That's why I've just went nope. Oh, 4Kids. Is 4Kids still around? I feel like I ask this question every time we talk about anime dubs. 4Kids TV. I wonder if they're still around. Sailor Stars were the I'm trying to remember. They were the I can't remember. They were the dudes, right? I think they were the guys. Or am I imagining things? I can't remember. It's been so long since I paid attention to anything Star. It was okay. It's been so long since I paid attention to anything Sailor Moon. Oh my god, 4Kids TV is actually gone. They died in... Oh wait, no, that was the website. 4Kids Entertainment is defunct as of February 7, 2017. Because they filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy concerning the Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise. A new company was formed, a successor company was formed by the CEO called Kitages Entertainment, which doesn't have its own Wikipedia page because it's not that important, I guess. That is a little tragic. 4Kids TV, I think, is one of those interesting bits of media that we think about because it's just such a huge portion of a lot of American, like, weeb, like millennial, like, culture, essentially, because of how they dubbed a lot of stuff. One Piece, Naruto, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything. Girls are Sailor, Girls are Guns. Okay, so yeah, okay. I did not. That is what it is. Okay, got it. You know what I need? Actually, if I reassign skills. So I need access to automated ships. Okay, so what if I just reassign everything? Wait, how does... How do I... Wait, how does this work? Reassign skills. So I cannot unlearn a lot of these? I don't understand how this works. Okay, never mind. I guess we just have to grind out another skill point set. Well, I always stream for about 4 hours. Hello, Flaming. Yeah, 4 hours is about my normal stream length. It is an endurance, but I do it for the love of the game and not because I'm trying to earn sponsorship money like a bunch of other people that keep complaining about, I don't make sponsorship money. I'm like, okay, buddy, chill. Not everyone's gonna make sponsorship money doing VTuber things. Anyways, how are you doing, Flaming? Yeah, I guess it would be kind of trans representation in that regard. I don't like any of these people. Let's see. What do I want to do? Unfortunately, I didn't get any more research data, which is really annoying. Oh, wait, I did. Never mind, we can research things. Okay, what are we researching? Okay, so I need to find a way to get... I need to get more points. Let's do civilian heavy industry. That's fine. Might as well keep grinding all this research that we can. And we beat back the threat. We're gonna go to... Actually, we're gonna go to Favonius. I need to go deposit my funny bucks. Time to spend my funny dollars that I've worked so hard to get. You've been playing Command & Conquer 3, but you might go back to Hoi 4. Have you bought the new DLC? I have not played Hoi 4 since, whatever the first DLC of the year came out was, the Japan DLC. I've been meaning to, but, like, I just cannot be bothered. Something about where Hoi 4 is at today just makes me not want to play it, and I feel bad, because I did get a decent amount of people who watch me from playing Hoi 4, but, oh man, Hoi 4 is just... Hoi 4 is just something else right now, you know what I mean? I miss Hoi 4, but I'm kind of into the CK3 thing right now. I'm kind of really knee-deep into CK3, which is kind of weird. Unfortunately, CK3 is not really watchable from a viewer perspective, so that's why I don't ever stream CK3. But maybe one day. I don't think CK3 is like really watchable unless I'm very entertaining at telling a story and weaving the tale of my wacky characters on their wacky adventure. Maybe we could make John Wick in CK3 and create the Wick Dynasty. That could be a funny run. Haha. Something stupid like that. Meme runs, basically. But anyways, yeah, I do find stuff like that interesting about, you know, Sailor Moon. Maybe I'll need to get into Sailor Moon again if I can ever get into anime watching again. God. All right, we're gonna trade all these for my the funny bucks. Oh, we'll send the key cards in too. At 30,000 points. What do I want to buy? What was it? Didn't Grey One say something about like shoving? Okay, what is this thing? Aurora Esvernia Siege Elite Battleship. It is automata. Put Inky in an automata ship. Okay. I gotta pick an automata ship. Maybe we don't pick a capital. I don't probably need another capital. But at the same time, it would be kind of funny to have another capital. The Black Sorceress class Pathfinder Elite Battle Cruiser. You're still obsessed with this Teto song? Is it the one that you linked earlier? I know, like, you and VR mentioned something about it. I'm like, I should probably listen to this. Put Seraph in the capital. Okay, wait, but... Okay, hold on. This is a capital. This is also a capital. So I'd have to go buy... Okay. Let's see what we got. Stealth Recon, Escort Carrier, Super Carrier, an Ixoria 2 Superiority Elite Fleet Super Carrier. What the fuck is this thing? Automata ships. Okay, okay, I will say, I love the amount of effort that what do I call her? CY? CU? CY? I love the amount of effort they put into writing the lore for all of these ships. I think it's one of my favorite parts about this mod, honestly. I hope one day Whiskey gets around to writing like detailed descriptions like this for all of the ships in SBR, but I love reading these detailed like backstories of all these ships that you get access to. Even if it means nothing in the grand scheme of things of playing the game, it is really cool flavor. I love flavor text. Flavor text is like one of my favorite aspects in any video game. I love reading like just even the stupid, like Final Fantasy 14 is probably like the funniest flavor text because a lot of them make references to modern stuff, or they're just stupid funny because the localizers are just like, yeah, let's just make it funny, and I appreciate it. We can get the twin. Oh wait, no, we can get the twin automated cruisers, the Edge Runner cruisers. Oh god, one's a cruiser, one's a capital. Why is this one a cap? Oh, it's a battle cruiser. The expeditionary package would get me a destroyer, a light cruiser, and a destroyer. Stealth recon package gets me 3. Can I just buy a single ship? I don't really want I don't really want 3. I guess it only comes in bundles. Maybe I just get the battle cruiser. Maybe I just get the capital. Incantation sequence drastically alters the time flow of the black sources for 10 seconds. Disrupts any incoming missiles within 2,000 units, and nearby mimic vessels will take. This seems really nutty, but also a little excessive. The Esvernia is probably a little more appropriate. Fortress Protocol. Resist all damage, increased rotation speed, lowered ship mobility. I think I just want to buy this and just replace one of my other capitals. No, I shouldn't. Let's go buy the... I guess we buy the light expeditionary package. That's probably fine. Yeah, just buy one of it. Okay. Don't need anything else from here, I think. We've got everything I want. Alright, and then we're gonna take our fancy fleet back home. And then that should be fine. I don't think there's any characters I want to talk to here. Imagine streaming Hoi 4 again continues, much like I feel like Com 2, your XCOM'd out though. The thing is with Hoi 4 is like, Hoi 4 is such like a very hit or miss type thing for people to watch. And that's kind of like the main reason I haven't streamed it in a while. Because every time I post it on the poll, it's very much like more or less towards the bottom of what people are even interested in. So I'm like, well, if no one's really interested in watching it, I'm not going to make people watch it. Now, granted, I am allowed to stream whatever I want, but I'm also well aware that, like, hey, you know, some people like to watch certain things, and I'd rather play something that most people want to watch rather than no one wants to watch at all. Well, these little trees are so good. Hey, you never know. Sometimes those, sometimes people are just like that. You just never know who's gonna be just a really good producer. Any work? Observation package. I don't want to deploy an observation package. Ugh. What's your favorite? I gotta carry a giant stack of gifts. All right, let's get out of this and let's go back to the home system. I know. Don't worry, Flaming. I know you're one of those people that like watching Hoi 4. Maybe one day we'll play Hoi 4 again, but again, it's, oh wait, hold on. We're gonna mothball the new things we just got until I can sort through this. I like playing Hoi 4, but again, it's Hoi 4 is a very special game that just has special problems. I hope they fix the issues with Hoi 4, but it's probably gonna take a very long time until such a thing happens. And that's again my biggest gripe right now with Hearts of Iron 4. I can't believe Hoi 4 is 10 years old. Like, that's the crazy thing. I bought the game literally like a week after it came out. And I was like, I had no idea what I was doing. I'm not gonna lie. I still don't know what I'm doing when I play Hoi 4. I'm like, what is happening in this game? Anyone who tells you they know what's happening in Hoi 4 is a liar. No one knows how any of this stuff works. It's all arcane magic. It's just pretending you know how to weave the arcane runes and digital spreadsheets to do your bidding. That's all it is. It's all digital spreadsheets. Map painters are just spreadsheets with colors and pretty symbols and Skinner box mechanics, like funny sounds to get you excited that like, oh, you did a thing. Whoa, crazy. And I will fall for it every single time, which is probably the most cursed part. What am I carrying that's eating up so much carrying capacity? Is it? Oh, it's the 22,000 supply. Let's drop off like maybe half of this off. I don't need all of this. I do want to carry like at least 1,000 of each of these. I don't know what's going on, but our bakery just keeps producing unholy amounts of baked goods, and I thought they would be sold, but no, they are just filling our these cookies and cakes are just filling my storage. What am I gonna do with 20,000 pretzels? Could sell them to Tritachyon or even to Nova Argrum, and they would probably buy a lot, but they're not gonna buy 20,000 worth. Let them have cake. God, that's a lot of cake. That's a lot of cake. Okay, let's go adjust our fleet real quick. So Why don't I deposit? Okay, I don't need this one right now. Keep this one. I'll deposit that one for now. Okay, we're gonna undraft. Okay, and then we're gonna put Inky in one of these, right? Can I not put Inky in any? Oh, here we go. Inky Echo Nightmare is assigned to the song list. We're gonna put it in the Katsuzuma class Edge Runner Elite Cruiser. So Inky can have this one. And then we're gonna drop these two off away for now, and then I gotta figure out how I'm gonna fit this thing out. Okay, it's pre-fitted with a decent amount of weapons, surprisingly enough. Run sim. I want to see this in action. Let me see how beautiful this thing is. Okay, so we got weapons, we got auto-firing cannons. She does a decent amount of damage. Flux generation's a little rough. We can fling missiles at this thing. Seems like... Oh my gosh, what was that? Is it number 5? What is this? Okay, that's an HMG. That's exactly what it says on the tin. That's fine. What does targeting laser system do? Target locked. And then what? What happens when the target's locked? Does it just make everything go faster? Oh, it does. Okay, it increases missile speeds. The problem is this thing just rips through its flux capacity really fast. You would really need to dump a bunch of stuff onto this thing to maybe make it a little more durable. I would probably have to throw on some kind of way to improve the capacitors or the venting. Probably the venting. Okay. I said you only know Japan and maybe UK. You know what? I will say my favorite nation to play in Hoi 4 is just playing. I like to play Soviet Union. That is probably my favorite faction to play because you don't have to worry about ocean naval combat. All you gotta do is ground combat, and you're on the defensive. And I love gameplay like that. I'm a sucker for defensive gameplay. God, there's so many penalties going on here. I think I actually turned off Freeport now. I don't think we need Freeport anymore. Because we already are at max growth. You'll never grow beyond this, which is a little tragic. Oh, look at this. You can see the little train. Wait, that's adorable. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at the train. It's going to the interplanetary confectioner. I don't know if this does anything, but that's so cool. That's so cute. It increases the colony synergy, whatever that means. Oh, wait, here we go. Synergies. Federally mandated pastries, rapid transportation. Increases accessibility by 10%. Federally mandated pastries. All bonuses are shown. Okay, improves the ground defenses. You can actually do a lot. If I add a... Oh, we could turn this into an agro-tourist planet if I have a resort center. We'd have to convert the subsidized farming into the other form of farming, which you could also do. I can't install an AI core in there. Okay. You can just add like so much. You can add so many structures. Like, what if I just want a medical center? Soviets have the worst faction allies in historical, though. I mean, you don't need faction allies. You are your own ally. That's the whole thing with the Soviets. You don't need allies. You're yourself. That's the whole gimmick. Mental influence systems. There's not a way to increase this, right? A little tragic. I wish there was a way to increase that, but I know it's not really feasible. Oh, commerce industry or underworld industry. If you do underworld, you get more income, but you have larger penalty. If you do this one, you take 3 stability penalty. We're currently at 10. We have more than that, so I could probably upgrade the trade outpost into the commerce industry upgrade, and that'd probably be fine. I really do enjoy this colony management aspect. Colony management is just a lot of fun. Obviously, if I had my own faction, it'd be a little tough to do, but since we have the AI faction that were part of UAF, they kind of just handle a lot of the, you know, the troubles that we run into half the time. Anything else here that I can add? Yeah, look at that. There's another one. Oh, aquaculture. We're gonna upgrade it to. Ooh, we're still at 5. Is there a way to make this higher? Stability's so low because I have to remove one of the industries. Maybe I get rid of the military base. That is really annoying that I get hit with such a huge penalty for having too many industries. That's really obnoxious. Not much you can do about that though. Install an AI core here. Just throw in more alpha AI cores. We can upgrade this to fishing. Improved fishing is fine. Why can't I upgrade this? Oh, I don't have the technology. Got it. Okay, heavy batteries is fine. Yeah, you have to get rid of the military base industry to fix this. Okay. I think Italy's fun if you know what you're doing, but just be aware Italy is not an easy country to play. Primarily because the main issue with Italy is that you better know how to win your war against Ethiopia quickly, because then you better know how to be able to at least do encirclements if you're going to be fighting in Africa, because you will be forced to fight in Africa. Unfortunately, Germany is not a reliable ally, which is going to be your biggest concern. You can do your best, but just be aware, you know. Mr. Mustache Man is a rough ally to have. As long as you're okay with that, you might be okay. Yeah, this is really rough. This planet is a bit of a disaster. We'll find a way to stabilize this. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna save the game. Let's see. Who's alive at this hour? I'm getting a little hungry. I need to eat something. I'm like, really want food. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Waifu Sector. I know we don't do... no, I don't think we'll call this the final. I think I want to do like maybe one more at some point. But it probably won't be for a couple of weeks. Maybe once I get an idea of when the new patch comes out, I will maybe do the last stream for this run right before that comes out, and that'll probably be how we do things. We'll rate this in. But hope you had fun at the very least. Starsector's a fun game. I'm glad that we get a chance to at least experience star sectoring every once in a while and all the wonderful shenanigans that come with it. I am quite hungry and I need to go do some other stuff. So anyways, I will not be back until probably Tuesday because of things that have to be done. So I apologize for the slightly longer in-between streams. So what is that? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I'm not streaming. I'll be back on Tuesday. We'll do RimWorld on Tuesday, Fire Emblem on Wednesday, and then probably something of my choice on Thursday. I'll probably pick instead of putting it to a poll for once. So say hi to Issen. He's playing what is this, Vampire Core Keeper. I played Core Keeper before. It's fine. I don't mind it. I don't know why everyone was like suddenly playing it again recently, but I think there was a tournament, which is why everyone's like, oh, Core Keeper or something like that. Maybe I'm mixing it up with a different game. Oh, anyways, good night. Thank you for joining. See you all in the future. I'll be on Discord, probably posting about my weird shenanigans that I'm getting into all the time. I'm gonna do a photo dump on the travel channel probably over the weekend. Okay, goodbye.